Welcome to another edition of Sinister Sinema! Day 28 of 31 Days of Horror. Tonight's movie is Scream. I think I downloaded the wrong screen, guys.
Which one did you download?
I don't know. I had this girl with huge knockers.
No, that was the right one.
In a yellow shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, then it was the right one.
She gets killed in the garage.
Mr. Monkey!
Mm-hmm.
Today we have a special guest with us. Taylor. Say hi, Taylor.
Hi.
Hang on, Mr. Monkey told me to say something. He said, Como estan caballeros. Caballeros.
All wrong. All wrong.
Como estan caballeros. Caballeros.
So what's up? What's going on?
Oh, nothing.
Taylor, what's going on?
Nothing.
So this is the first time you've seen Scream.
Yes, this is the first time I've seen Scream ever.
Yeah. What did you think?
You know, I feel
You don't have to get into everything right now, but we're gonna go through the movie and we talk about stuff. But oh god, what did you do? There it is.
There we go.
Don't look up because it's right above you, Taylor. Oh yeah. So what'd you think? What'd you think of the movie?
Well, I was really excited to watch it. I really wanted to just be like totally blown away by it because I know it's like a big one, but I think I was just kind of like underwhelmed a little bit, like by seeing it at this point in my life, you know?
Yeah, because this was a first time watch for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's I can totally see that because when I saw it when it very first came out in 96 and I was like in my early 20s and it completely was not like anything else. But I can see like if you've already seen like all the other teen slashers of the mid and late 90s how it's a lot like all those. So yeah, that's
That totally just blows my mind that you said when it came out you were fucking 5.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't watch
I would
it.
have been 5, yeah. No, because I was thinking about it because
What were you watching? Like Muppet Babies and shit? Was Muppet Babies?
babies.
Yeah, like Miss Piggy was super into Miss Piggy. No, I was thinking about it and I was like, why did I miss it? Because I was thinking about like what horror movies did I watch when I was really young that kind of like changed it for me, and I had to watch it over and over again. And I was thinking like, okay, because I know everybody knows like Matthew Lillard, you know, right? And everybody loves him from Scream, but I think of him from 13 Ghosts and stuff like that. And I was like,
yeah.
okay. So by the time that came out, Scream was already pretty old by that point.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. I thought you were going to say from Scooby-Doo.
I did love him in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I'm a big
I remember him from that
Scooby-Doo fan.
computer movie. With Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
Hackers?
Hackers.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, everybody was like, oh my God, she's so hot. And I was like, look at her hands. That's what I still say. What's up with her hands?
She has man hands.
Yeah.
Like
I've never noticed.
her hands look like mine.
Yeah.
It's the bigger the better to hold Brad with.
Don't you ever bring those two together. You know how I feel about Brad. That's my man crush.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's really why we started this show. It was going to be called the Brad Pod.
Yeah.
But then we were like, can you really talk about Brad Pitt? Well, you can.
Anytime I mention him, I always say Brad Dick has a big old pit. Every single time.
That's your hands.
You love Brad Pitt.
I love Brad Pitt. One day I'm going to meet him.
Did you like Bullet Train?
Didn't see it.
Why not?
I don't like trains.
Yeah. You know, it takes place on a train, but it doesn't like feel like it's on a train.
That was a stupid answer, wasn't it? I don't like trains.
You know, I just
That's
feel like,
so
I
stupid.
feel like you could like
I don't like trains.
yourself out of that, you know, for a minute. You can forget that it's on a train, you know.
I just watched 7 Years in Tibet. I fucking love that movie.
When did you watch that?
Yeah, I don't know, the other day.
I thought we had a pact that we weren't going to watch Brad without each other. You just outed yourself.
I know, but I just bought a fucking fancy candle from HEB, and I
Some
was like,
bubble
you know
bath.
what? I'm gonna fucking light this candle, and sure enough, I was like, I need me some bread dick.
That's messed up, man.
Okay, Scream,
Scream.
1996.
I was
Hey, Percio. I like.
I was already in my 30s, I
setting
think.
the scene right.
I think I was in my
No.
30s already.
No, you were. You couldn't have been in your 30s.
I don't even remember how old I was. I don't remember.
Well, it was 1996.
I don't remember yesterday. I don't remember 2 hours ago.
Mr. Monkey says, "Holla."
Holla. Holla.
I think you probably said "Hola." I just wanted to say "Holla."
Cheers,
Maybe he said
Percio.
"Holla."
Did you tell him we're drinking his drink?
Oh yeah, we're drinking more Brazilian drinks tonight. I already finished
From
mine.
Brazil. Yeah, so this movie was actually based on a real serial killer.
Yeah,
The Gainesville Ripper
Yeah.
killed 5 students.
You know, I meant to look that up because I feel like I remember hearing a podcast about it.
When you were 5, they had podcasts back then. Your mom let you listen to podcasts when you were 5 about serial killers?
Yeah, Caparina.
No, I heard about it, or at least I thought I did. And when I was watching the movie, I was like, oh, I think this is based on a real thing. And I meant to look it up, but I forgot. Did you look it up?
He just killed 5 kids.
Oh,
And they were like, hey, you know what? Let's make this fucking movie about.
but it was just one of them. It wasn't 2 of them.
No, it was this guy in Gainesville that was actually trying to become a serial killer so he could be famous. Like he wanted to be famous. This is David something, I can't remember his name, but and the writer said that case for whatever reason really stuck in his head, and so like that's kind of how he wanted to write like a slasher type thing based on that. So I thought that was pretty cool.
He said Daddy Glitter Shrek was only 1 when Scream came out. And
Dang.
he saw it.
He saw it at 1 year old.
Yep.
1 year old.
Yep. And those little papoose things.
Papoose.
Like this in the front.
So Kevin Williams, that wrote this, also wrote Vampire Diaries.
Never seen it.
Also wrote I Know What You Did Last Summer, which came out the next year. Also
It
wrote.
was summer. I kept saying autumn.
Also wrote. The Faculty.
I love the fact.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
See,
That's
that's
one of
only
the better-
98. That's like 98 or 99.
Yeah. So my sister is 6 years older than me, so
Mhm.
some of that stuff she would watch, and then when I got a little bit older, she would show it to me, and
Okay.
she liked it.
Okay.
You know, so that's how
Scream
that-
just wasn't one of those.
I guess not.
That was one of the better teen. I love The Faculty.
Yeah, The Faculty's great.
Josh Hartnett, isn't that one of them?
And the guy
Yeah.
from The Hobbit, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Harry Potter. Wait,
Spider-Man?
are they the same person?
The kid from Spider-Man's in that.
No.
The
Are you
Hobbit.
sure?
The Hobbit.
It's the Hobbit. Elijah Wood.
I don't remember. I thought it was.
Yeah, and he
Potter.
played Harry Potter. He played Harry Potter and
No.
oh no, we're confusing. We do this all the time.
No.
No.
What
Not
did I get myself
today.
into?
Not today.
Timmer, I liked the first 3 Screams, and I liked them because they just got more and more ridiculous. That's what I liked about them. But
That's how I imagine them going.
oh man, Sid wasn't even born yet.
Shit, Sid probably wasn't even a thought.
That's crazy. The thing that was really good about this thing, because I remember when it came out, and apparently, who else is here that probably was that age? Timmer, of course, Mr. Monkey. That's probably it. I remember when it came out, the whole thing with slashers at that point in the 90s was everything was like kind of what is that? What am I trying to say after all these
Cheesy?
arenas. No, like everybody was like had some kind of mythical power. Like it was like Chucky or
That, and it was just, there was no heart to him. It was just a
a guy just
guy killing kids. This one, like, you have to figure out, like, this movie, everybody's a suspect if you watch it. Like, I hadn't seen it so long. I paid really close attention because usually I have, like, McDouble cheeseburger wrappers all over me when I'm watching movies, so they get in the way, and I'm like, so I really paid attention to this.
Well, I mean, it's like red herring after red herring after red herring, and you're like,
Like,
wait, no,
did
it
you
can't
even
be
notice
him. Oh no, it can be him.
The sheriff had the same type of boots and pants as the killer, so it throws you off right there too.
It's just
when he
like-
puts out his cigarette, you're like,
But so does the boyfriend Billy.
yeah,
He has the boots.
like.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
what I noticed
when Henry Winkler is talking to the two kids, and he's all like, "Oh, got you," and you're like, "This motherfucker's crazy."
And then he's dead like 5 minutes later. You're like,
Yeah, it
what
was
the fuck?
great.
I thought he.
I did not take him. I remember thinking this. I was like, man, he's actually kind of a scream queen. I had no idea he had it in him.
Yeah, I mean, in Little Nicky, he really lets out some nice yells.
Yeah, I love Little Nicky.
That scene when they kill him, when he opens up the closet,
Yeah.
his Fonzie jacket is in there.
No way. Dang, how have I never noticed that?
You gotta pause it. It's right there.
That's what happens when I don't read the trivia.
And he starts fixing his hair in the mirror, like he did in the
In the
when,
font,
he,
when he was the
stares himself
Fonz.
in the mirror.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good to hear.
It's good stuff.
I like
I was
it.
sad when they killed him, though.
Yeah,
took him-
Henry Winkler doesn't deserve to die or be covered in bees.
Yeah, I love Henry Winkler,
Covered in bees.
but not as much as Brad.
Yeah, it's a different kind of love.
Yeah, so yeah, this movie, man, like it revolutionized the slasher movie.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, at the time that it came out, it was like I said, there was nothing like it. And Taylor, like you said, you had already seen all those other teen movies after that, and so this one didn't seem that like impressive, I guess. But I mean, and a lot of those were written by the same guy, so that's what's kind of funny about it. But I think one thing he did really well was actually make you care about the characters. Like it's kind of like you think about them more than they're not just like, you know, fodder for Ghostface. Like you kind of like the characters before they get killed. You know, they're not just some like random camper at Crystal Lake. You know.
That's a really good point. I didn't really think about that because I remember like multiple times throughout I was being like, damn, like that was really fucked up. Like feeling really bad about like what just happened.
like you didn't want that person to die.
Or just like.
Or just the way they died.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, and they let her parents find her like that in the
Yeah.
beginning with Drew Barrymore's character.
I know.
That is gnarly. Her guts were all out. Like that's really dark.
And that's like another thing. Like the beginning of this movie is literally the first like 5 minutes of this movie is one of the best horror.
He based it off of When a
movies
Stranger
ever.
Calls.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Have you seen When a Stranger Calls?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that shit's frightening.
For about the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, the first 30 minutes is terrifying, and then it just goes downhill. Because the whole
Yeah.
time, the girl's in the house, and the killer, or you don't know who it is, and he just keeps calling, and he's like, have you checked the children? That's all he keeps telling her.
She's like, bitch,
So then
like 30 times.
And then
She's tired by the time she
the
gets
cops, she calls the cops, and they're like, okay, we're going to trace the call. And then the cops call back, the call's coming from inside the house. And I'm like, that don't make no goddamn sense. How is he calling from inside the house?
You used to could do that. You could double
Call
tap
in.
it and then call your own phone number and then hang up. And it would ring, but when you picked it up, it made like some beeping noises, so you knew it was from inside the house.
I was too poor. We didn't have a phone.
Well, that's how it is. Yeah, the Rose McGowan kill, man, that was so good.
Yeah, so like how I think I was telling you this earlier. Like, no, I had not actually seen it all the way through
Mhm.
once, but I did know about that kill scene. I remember like that, being a pretty iconic kill scene. I had seen that, and then of course when Jamie Kennedy was yelling about the rules.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that's
then-
kind of a famous scene.
Lyric!
What's up?
Look at her.
Yeah, Timmer says most slashers never give weight to the victim. Yeah, I think that's totally true, and that's like what this one.
Rose McGowan's nipples. Those are probably the best nipples ever put on any kind of celluloid film in the history of films.
You know, it's a great.
I mean, that's the other thing is like there's no nudity in these either. You know, that's like that was also very different for slashers at the time because definitely like boobs were like yeah, you know,
But
boobs were out.
it still had a ton of sex appeal though. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people really freaked out over was it Skeet and you know.
I was telling Doug, like, I'm surprised he never got he never got famous. Like,
Yeah, he never really blew up.
Yeah, which is so weird because I feel like everybody is just like
He's
now
so hot.
yeah 90s.
I mean, he's doing.
back, you know.
He's going to be at the Fright Fest. It's going to be a Scream reunion,
Well,
so everybody's going to be there, which would be cool to see, you know.
But he's actively on I think Riverdale, right? Like I think he's working actively, but I just don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch any of those.
He's just not a big star. Like
Yeah.
I know a guy that's on Riverdale, but I won't talk about that on screen. Currently on Riverdale.
Matthew Lillard, like his role in the movie in Scream wasn't even supposed to be anything, but he wound up being the most famous one out of everybody, and he wasn't even in the movie. He went with his friend or his girlfriend or somebody to go do a tryout for a totally different movie, and they saw him in the hallway acting all weird. So they were like, "Hey, dude, would you like to come audition for this movie?" And he nailed it, like right there on the spot.
Wait, is this his first? That's not his first role, though, right? Like he was already an actor, right?
I would think so, but
Yeah.
he wasn't there for that.
Actors is
Yeah, he just happened to be there.
And he nailed it, and they were like, "Dude, you're gonna." He was supposed to be. He auditioned for another role, but I think he wanted to be Stu, which was the best fucking character out of the whole movie. He's such a goofball. Reminded me of a friend of mine from a long time ago. Like exact. When I watch Scream, I'm like, it's fucking Nando. It's my friend Nando. Exactly. Jamie Kennedy too. Like Wes Craven got him on board because he made him laugh. Almost all his lines in the movie were ad-libbed. He would add funny shit.
That's cool. I really like Jamie Kennedy, but didn't he used to have a TV show?
Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy show.
Yeah, he was just.
He was big at one point, and he just kind of.
And I'm like, what? And then I'm like, where?
He was like He was like Seth Green before Seth Green.
Yeah.
He was Seth Green before Seth Green was Seth Green.
Yeah.
Say that 4 times.
So I think did Seth Green sorry
Seth Green
Jamie-
actually auditioned for this movie,
did he really?
and he didn't get it.
Wouldn't he have been like pretty young?
Yeah, I mean, no, he's an old guy, man. He's pretty old.
What about Jamie Kennedy? Did he start out? Was he the one that was the Blockbuster guy? Was he
Yeah.
on the Blockbuster commercials?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused about that. I feel like I don't know if I'm confusing things, but I feel like he might have been one of those Blockbuster spokespeople whenever Blockbuster was all huge, and they're
I
like,
wanted to go.
buy Blockbuster.
Speaking of Blockbuster, I wanted to go as a Blockbuster employee for Halloween. Fuck, the shirts are so expensive.
Were you trying to buy like a legit one?
Yes,
Like I'm
Dude,
you can buy actual lanyard.
You know what's so dumb is whenever Panama Red just redeemed Rose all day.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna finish this story real quick, but whenever Blockbuster went out of business in our town, they put up a huge sign up.
Man, fuck Blockbuster. Hollywood
Closing.
Video.
Everything must go. And I went in there and I picked up tons of movies.
Cool.
What does that say? D. Marie.
D. Marie.
Hey, D. Marie, thank you for subscribing or for following us.
Thank you.
So,
Deanna. It's Deanna.
oh, you know that person?
Yes.
I'm just going to call her D. Marie. I'm going to act like I don't know who she is still. So
Who is it?
whenever I went in and I put so many videos in my cart, and then I was like, I don't need to spend all this money. And I was like, I will come back
Dumb
And I left.
son of a bitch.
And I left, and I came back, and fucking everything was gone. I was like, wow, that happened fast. I was like, ah, it sucks. It sucks. Okay. Find our rosé bottle here.
Yeah, so Drew Barrymore, she couldn't do the whole... She had prior engagements, so she couldn't do the whole movie. So she asked John Carpenter.
We got this
Wes
nice
Craven.
bottle of rosé sent to us by Panama Red.
She asked Wes Craven if she could be in the beginning of the movie, and she wanted to die. But as long as she was top billed on the movie poster, if she could die, so people would be like, what in the flying fucksicle just happened? So she would be like, well, fuck, if she died at the beginning, anything can happen in this movie. So that's why she did it. And it was a great idea. Because Doug was saying, like, when way back when Drew Barrymore was a tits, like, she was
she was a huge star.
Oh, she still is to me. I love Drew Barrymore.
Oh yeah, me too.
But I want my 15-year-old addicted to cocaine Drew Barrymore back.
Oh, yeah. The dressed up like Madonna snorting coke at 14.
With her dad. Like, you know, that's the Drew I want back. But I guess it'll do now.
That's for you.
That sounds for me.
Yeah.
We got the fancy one.
That's the guest glass.
What in the hell are you doing, Doug?
What am I doing? I'm trying to set the bottle down. Don't drop it on the concrete floor in here. Do you want to do a toast to Panama Red?
Yeah. To Big Panama Red. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice rosé.
Tastes like smashed grapes to me.
Yeah. It tastes like it's not quite a white. And it doesn't smell quite like a red. It's kind of like in between, like a rose color. That's how you get the full flavor out of it.
I like to sip my rosé,
Thanks, Pam.
push it around, and then shoot it out my nose. You get the full flavor and the smell.
You get the full burn. Dude, okay, I'm going
And
to
it's
tell you.
even fucking better if you fart right after you do it. So
I'm gonna tell you another story since you were talking about burning your nose. I tried to do one of those saline blasts in my nose, and what sucked is I was reading online and people were like, "Oh, you can do up to like 10% hydrogen peroxide and really clean it out."
No.
Dude, I put like just a few drops of hydrogen peroxide in that whole fucking glass. Dude, it was burnt. I was like sitting there like fucking like holding my face. I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the fucking hospital. I just burnt my face off. I mean, it is a really strong oxidizer that I just squirted up my nose.
Shit, this sounds horrible.
what is that when you pour it?
Neti pot.
That grosses me out.
Every time I
so bad.
lyrics like you should do neti pot. Every fucking time I do that, I wake up on the ground. I almost fucking drown.
Dude, that's
I
how
don't
I
know
was
what the
too.
fuck I'm doing wrong.
I felt like I was fucking got captured by enemy forces and they were fucking.
I'm all
trying to
fucking doing the
torture me.
fish out of fucking water maneuver on the floor, fucking flopping around like I'm dying.
Emily had to teach me how to do it. I couldn't do it. Oh God, Panama Red says we need to do every night of November.
Enough about my neti pot adventures.
Timmer, I wish they would have made a follow up to E.T. like whereas E.T.'s like E.T. was just the kid, and his parents came down and just started fucking killing people for abusing him while he was here.
What the fuck are you talking about? That don't even make no sense.
Timmer said it wouldn't have been
I saw that. But what did you say?
if they made a sequel.
And
And
what would the sequel be?
E.T.'s parents came down
Came down from where?
from fucking space. I don't know, where does E.T. come
Oh.
from?
I don't know why I thought you meant Elliot's parents.
No.
I'm like, that motherfucker was in Mexico with his girlfriend, and she was all fucking sad. Like,
No, I wish E.T.'s parents would have come down.
Do you really mean that?
Been like, phone home, bitch. And then fucking their finger shot out. It didn't just light up. It like shot out a laser.
no, I don't like this ET.
I'm doing a short story.
Mean that. I don't love that.
I love it.
I don't
Dude,
like
I
that.
fucking love E.T. I have a VHS copy of it, and it sucks. It's so like, I gotta get another copy. Fucking love E.T.
I just bought it on 4K for $9.
God. I saw that shit in the theater, and I remember exactly where I was sitting. It was the same theater that I saw last night's movie, The Gate, in. And now it's gone. They bulldozed that bitch.
Speaking of theaters, this just popped in my fucking head. I don't know why.
We hardly talk about movies on this movie channel.
We'll get back into it. We just go off on tangents. I went and saw Christopher Nolan's Batman, the first one.
Yeah.
I had tickets.
Mhm.
We fucking stood in line for hours to get in. And we go, me and my friend find the perfect fucking seats right in the middle. We're all like, fuck yeah, and everybody's flooding in. The biggest motherfucker that I've ever seen, dressed full to the T, like 500 pounds in a Batman suit, sits right next to me. And I literally, like, I'm looking around, and I look at him, and he's all like, hey. And I'm like, why the fuck did you just sit next to me? Like,
He's got to sit somewhere.
no. It was so bad. His cape kept, like, fucking hitting me, and it was on my legs. I don't know why I thought about that. I think it might be the rosé already. This is some good rosé.
Yeah, this is good rosé. I'm actually, like, not even trying to chug it. I'm just, like, gently sipping on it. It's so good.
Sipping on some rosé. So that was my story of the 500-pound Batman.
The bat.
500-pound Batman. I mean, he was nice. He let me have some of his bathtub full of popcorn.
Was he, like, muscular?
No, he was fucking just huge.
Like he was obese?
I mean, I was pretty big too. So two of us together, I'm amazed we didn't fucking start a fire.
Did your bellies, like, touch together?
Yes, and it was,
And,
and
like,
then
get
it was
really
all
warm?
hot. So it was all like slapping together, and like the sweat would hit me in the face.
That's
It was
rough.
bad. It was real bad. See, that's why I remember that.
Batman!
Don't even get me started when I went and saw the prequel, the first prequel that came out of Star Wars. My friends wanted to go, so we fucking got tickets.
I'll tell you my story about that, too, if you go ahead and tell me your story.
I fucking sit down. This fucking dude sits next to me, and right when the movie starts, he fucking whips out his lightsaber. Like, whap, and turns it on, and I fucking looked at him and I was like, fuck no, dude. Turn that shit off. And he got all scared and he fucking put it back in. I'm like, no, go somewhere else.
That's the Carlos I love.
I'll fucking
Love
face shit.
telling people to shut the fuck up in movie theaters.
Doug scared me the other day.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'll get up and get in people's face. I'll be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he did that.
What a sight.
It's pretty good.
Hey, did y'all go see,
I'm serious when I go to a fucking movie. I spend $15. Somebody better not be sitting next to me talking about fucking whatever the fuck they were talking about. Bringing their dog in there.
Yeah, she brought her dog in there.
oh my god.
If you're watching, fuck
Where
you.
were
And she got mad because the fucking waiter tripped over him at the draft house.
Oh,
It was a giant. It was like a
mastiff or some
It was a
shit.
greyhound.
oh.
No. What are those big fucking?
It looked
dogs?
like an American Werewolf in London. It was big fucking dog.
What are those things called? Why
Dogs?
can't- Yeah. Dags.
Dogs.
Dags.
You like-
Dags.
You like dags?
What is that thing called?
A fucking dog.
No, but they're big. It's not a mastiff, but it's gray and it's big. It's like Marmaduke. It's a
We interrupt.
Marmaduke.
What would you say? Did we go see what? Who? Who did we go see? What did we go see?
Amsterdam.
No.
No, is it good?
Oh my god. No.
I thought you were about to say it's amazing, and you're like, oh
What?
my
A
god.
Christian Bale movie
No.
that's not
I
good?
know, I'm really upset about it. That's why I asked. Like, I keep, like, gaslighting myself, thinking, like, it couldn't have been that bad. I talked to someone else. I left the theater.
Wow.
And this other person, without me having told them that I left the theater, told me they left the theater.
I've only left the theater for one movie.
I-
Natalie Portman's Closer.
Oh shit, Jamie's in the house. Great Dane.
What do you
Jamie.
mean? That's one of my favorite movies.
Oh my god, I
Which one?
hated that fucking movie.
Closer.
I was like, what the
What is
fuck
that?
is going on with these fucking people?
One of my favorite movies of all time.
What is that?
If
It's Clive Owen, Natalie Portman, Julia Roberts, right? Is it Julia?
mhm.
Is that the one with Lindsay Lohan?
No, and Natalie Portman, Jude Law. It's like set in the 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, I think I heard about it.
Like
I heard it's not very good.
bunch. It's good. It's
Derek's freaking out because you said it wasn't good.
See, look, it's very good. You
Great
see-
Dane, that's what the dog was. It was in the movie theater.
No, I guess Amsterdam.
Oh,
Shit.
thought Amsterdam was good.
No, she hadn't seen it yet. The other thing I would have walked out of is if I would have been watching it in a theater, is that one where Adam Sandler's the piece of shit jewelry dealer guy.
Absolutely.
Holy fuck! I was like, please let this movie. Oh yes, he's dead.
Yes.
I was so glad he died.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
fuck
can't
yeah.
watch movies like that because I have to take a dump.
I wanted to walk out so fucking bad. I literally was sitting there and I was like looking down. And I was like, when will this end? Like I
Dude.
could not wait for it to be over.
So bad.
It stressed me.
Anxiety.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I wanted to vomit the whole
He
time.
just kept doing the dumbest shit. I couldn't.
I'm like, this is cool, but it just reminds me of my brother, so like I just don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah. So now I'm just sad.
Timmer said he walked out of the Love Guru and he was on a plane.
People are gonna fucking freak out, but I got so fucking high. Me and my friend Ro.
On life.
No, on the weed.
Oh. On meth.
And yeah, we were all scratching ourselves trying to get all the bugs off of us. And we went and saw Love Guru. Dude, we were laughing so fucking hard in that theater. People were like, what in the fuck is wrong with these people?
Love Guru.
I thought it was fucking hilarious. And then right before the movie started, Ro was like, I'm going to go get us a bucket of beer. So I'm waiting for him to come back and I hear, ugh! And it sounds like there's like 100,000 marbles falling down the stairs.
He just spilled everything
I look up and Ro's rolling down the stairs in the
with a bucket
theater
of beer.
with all the beers fucking flying everywhere, squirting everywhere all over everybody. And I was like, I don't fucking know that big fat ass right there. I don't fucking know him. But we had a good time. He had a big bruise on his longhas. Other than that, he was all right. Yes, Lurk, you were with us. She saw the Love Guru too. Lurk turned out all right.
What?
Lurk was like 6. She's the one that drove. It was fine. Okay, back to Scream, guys.
I'm sorry.
So Scream, this movie. I don't think we've even really talked about it at all. But
We're at Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. So we're still in the first 5 minutes of the movie, an hour into our chat here.
I was just thinking, God damn, that was brutal. Like,
What?
It was a strong
Oh
part.
no, it was awesome, and
Yeah.
you're just really not expecting it. And I saw it when it very first came out. Like I was like, oh my god, this looks so good. I want to go see it. So I went to go see it, and I just was, this is before the internet is what it is now. So you didn't have phones. You didn't have, if you didn't know somebody that went to see the movies, you didn't hear spoilers. Like it just didn't happen.
It's hard to imagine now.
And I know it's so hard to imagine because I can like pick up my phone and be like, God damn it, I know the entire plot. Like before even like,
just based on the memes.
yeah, based on the memes. And so it's really like, I don't know. This movie probably means a lot more to me just because of the nostalgia of it as well. Like how I felt, as it came out and everything when it came out. But yeah, that scene you are just not expecting. You're like, holy fuck, they just killed the biggest actor in this entire movie.
Her boyfriend, they got killed outside in the lawn chair.
Steve.
he didn't get the part of Skeet Ulrich's part, Billy.
Mm-hmm.
And so he felt so bad for him because he was upset. They were like, "Hey, dude, do you want to get killed in
That's for real.
a graphic? Yeah, do you want to get killed in a graphic way?" And he was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yes,
And he's the worst fucking. Like, they spent the most amount of money and blood on the first 2 murders.
Yeah.
Really, I felt like he had the most unlikable face out of everybody. Like, I was not sad to see him go at all. You know, it was just,
Steve?
yeah. It was just, I can't believe they put so much effort into that.
Well, I mean, it's like, yeah.
He was through the chair.
Yeah.
He was through the chair, and all that was fake. His legs and his
That's
stomach.
cool.
So is the idea that the killer did something from behind the chair and somehow ran off fast enough before the light flickered back on for her to see?
Yeah, they
Is
were
that what
both.
we're expected to
That's why
believe
when they say,
in that moment.
"Here's a follow-up question," or
Yeah, they told her to
If
turn the
you-
light off and then turn
if
it
you
back
could
on.
figure out what door we're at, we'll let you go. Well, they were both there at that time. So either answer would have been wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were both there. Supposedly, Billy was the one that gutted him outside,
Okay.
and Stu was the one that killed her.
See, I was thinking Billy had not killed anyone at that point because, I mean, after watching it, because
No, they were both there.
because
so they
Stu,
each
well, I know,
killed.
but Stu at one point, whenever he goes to jail, Stu like goes, he hasn't killed anyone, and so I'm thinking like, after you know the movie's over, you're like, oh, that's because at that point he hadn't killed anyone. But I mean, maybe he had. Maybe that's just a lie. But and that's just like me overanalyzing. Like, did they pay that much attention to it where he hadn't actually killed anybody? So when he said that, he wasn't lying.
And then both of them were outside. Stu killed Casey, right? Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Stu killed Casey, and then both of them strung her up to the tree while the parents were
Because
inside.
it was just, it all had to have happened so fast.
Yeah, that's why it took both of them to hang her up, because one couldn't do it by themselves.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
Or just how I think you were saying earlier when, like after rewatching it and noticing, like I watched it for the first time 2 days ago, and then I rewatched it earlier today, and even then, like I was starting to notice now the body language between the two boys, like when they're at the fountain and stuff like that. And at first, I kind of was dismissive of it because it was just like, hey, you're making my girlfriend uncomfortable, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But then, like now that I had seen it through,
You felt like you saw a little
right,
more.
Yeah, I could actually tell what they were trying to say, you know, without saying it and stuff like that. And I thought that was a cool attention to detail.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. I mean, me personally, some people hate that I say that, but this is like my favorite Wes Craven movie.
Mine too, I think. I mean, I like Nightmare on Elm Street, but
What do y'all think about the nods that he does?
oh, they were great.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the things that was really cool about this. This is, it's full on a horror movie that acknowledges other horror movies and acknowledges that they exist, and it's like, it's just like this whole like meta like freaking.
But then it's also like his own too.
Yeah, I know. That's what's it's so crazy about it.
Yeah,
It's so crazy about it, you know.
You know, Wes Craven didn't even want to do any more horror movies.
Before Scream?
Yeah, and they were like, "Hey, well, do you want to do this one?" And he read it, and he was like, "Fuck, all right, I'll do it." And it totally changed his life. The parts I like, I mean, we usually say that for the end, but one of my favorite scenes is when they're showing Halloween in the living room.
Oh yeah,
and it matches up to him coming out.
Yeah,
the ghost face.
That's what's so cool about
it goes
this movie.
with the Halloween music. It's fucking great. Like, it's so
he's like,
awesome.
Behind you, look out behind you, and he's coming up behind him. Like,
Does he say, "Look out, Jamie"?
Yeah, he says, "Look out, Jamie."
Yeah, and that's his name, so it's kind of funny because he's actually about to kill him, and he's saying, "Look out behind you, Jamie." Yeah. So it's cool. It's
just
fucking
like
great.
So, yeah, it's like so many good little things like that.
I think they because right at the beginning it says the title "Scream."
Yeah.
I think they should have just splashed it on the screen right after they showed Drew Barrymore's hanging body.
Yeah,
they had a missed opportunity, I think.
Well, I think that's
I'm all about beginning of movies.
I feel like that with the intertitles like started happening more. The title cards started happening more later than that. Like, it's because that's happens, I think, on a lot of more like current horror movies where they do like some action and then it's like and it flies out. But
That's not what Lyric said. No,
What, you mean badass? Yeah, that's
now
why.
You know why I am the way I am.
Badass? Yeah, you are badass. Look at you over there making movies because we went and saw the fucking Love Guru.
so
Well, your dad was shit-faced.
so you haven't seen 2 or 3, either one of you, right?
Or 4 or 5 or...
Well, so 4, 1, 2, and 3 are like a trilogy, and they play it that way, and it's like the whole like in the second one they talk about how, you know, in a horror sequel, you know, they do that just like they do in the first one, the rules of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And in the third one, he's also like, well, it depends. Is this another sequel or is this a trilogy? Because in a trilogy, you know, and he explains the rules of a trilogy. And I think, I know they get a little cheesier after the first one. The third one's kind of really cheesy, and I don't want to like ruin it since like you guys haven't seen it. But there's like a device they use in there that I'm kind of like, I don't think that's too real. And it's like it makes it, because that's one of the things that's really good about the first one.
Please tell me he uses a dildo.
No,
No.
those are real. And it's like the first one is so good because it is more based in reality versus like Chucky or Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th. Like, you know, oh, you just keep shooting these people and chopping them up and putting a machete in their head or, you know, whatever. And they just keep coming back, you know, and
They're superhuman.
yeah, they're
I'm not gonna say
superhuman
why.
and you don't know why. And like, how did Jason even come back alive in the first place as an adult? Like, you don't know.
He was fucking 10 in part 1, and all of a sudden he's fucking 42
Yeah.
in part 2.
Well, I mean, Chucky gets burnt in a fireplace and then comes back again.
But he was
you know.
plastic. He could
Yeah.
change
I
his
know,
fucking...
it's
Put new
just
plastic
weird.
on. You still haven't seen the reboot, huh?
I still haven't
What
seen the
about
reboot.
Show? Are you talking about the show?
I haven't seen it.
No, the show's like about to start the 3rd season or
It
something.
already started. Is it
Yeah.
good? Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it, so I was asking you.
Yeah.
We have. I just downloaded.
Child's Play, I think, the series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Chucky.
It's called, yeah.
Okay.
I
So-
just got a Peacock and it's streaming on Peacock.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I also haven't seen the Scream series either.
They
which
canceled it, right?
I don't really know if I want to see that, but you know. But yeah, what'd you think about the makeup in this one?
It was good.
Yeah, like the knife stabs and everything were like pretty good.
I like how they use collapsible blades. It's
Yeah.
so simple, but it works. It's effective.
Yeah.
When they stab somebody and it just collapses in.
That
on
always
itself.
like scares me. Like, what if it gets stuck and it doesn't collapse, and you actually kill an actor on set?
You know, the scene where at the end when they reveal the killer, which we haven't said yet. When she comes out of the closet and stabs him with the umbrella.
Yeah.
He was supposed to have padding. Well, the second time she stuck him, they didn't have the padding there,
Did he squeal like a pig?
and he had
Damn.
he had some kind of heart surgery, and they put like steel mesh in his steel plate, and it stabbed him. So when he yells and screams, that's real. She really fucking stabbed him.
That's what happened when Stu got hit with the phone too.
Yeah,
Right.
at the end when Skeet Ulrich
phone, dick.
throws the phone at him, that's real.
Like that
He
phone
goes,
hit
"You hit
him.
me with the phone, dick." That's real. He's really telling him, "You dickhead, that hurt." And they laughed so hard they kept it in. And when he says, "My mom and dad are gonna be so mad,"
I know.
that was ad-libbed.
Of
Yes.
course it was.
Dude.
He's so great. I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made the whole movie. I fucking love that his character. I love his character. Him and Dewey. I fucking love Dewey.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna catch up.
No.
I couldn't stand Dewey. It was overkill.
So Dewey,
I could not get on board. I was trying so hard because I like David Arquette, so I was just like trying to get there.
So get this.
I was waiting, and I
His,
just could not.
his
get there.
character was supposed to be this buff sheriff guy, and he made him like that. That's why I like it.
Ugh.
He played
Mom
it
said you gotta respect me when I'm wearing this badge.
I
Like,
can't. Like, I don't. It's just. It's a little too much, you know.
Liver.
Liver alone.
Liver alone.
What is liver alone? Is that like pate?
Yep.
Leave
Liver alone.
her alone.
Oh, leave her alone.
The great. I thought it was really great how just how those two characters, like Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard, how they, I don't know, like that whole end scene. I just really liked their characters when they actually come out as like, oh yeah, we're crazy as fuck.
Yeah, and they're like touching each other.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
There was supposedly there was supposed to be some homosexual.
I love that. I think that's I love that move.
You would like that.
I love that they did that. I wish they would have leaned into it just a little bit harder.
I wish it would have been Brad Pitt and George Clooney.
Oh, not
That's
George
just me.
Clooney.
The other one?
He's a
George
fucking,
Clooney,
he's a
that's gross.
handsome older man.
I don't know.
I like older men. I'm
I
sorry.
know, but not next to Brad Pitt. That's something different. You know?
Michael Landon.
Tom Hardy.
Skeet Ulrich,
Oh, yeah.
but 90 Skeet Ulrich.
No, I'd still take him at 52 Riverdale, whatever.
I haven't seen what he looks like lately. So
still looks
in part
handsome,
two,
motherfucker.
Dewey. So Dewey is completely a doofus, and it's so weird. And I like that character, and a lot of people did like him. They actually
Sid.
they actually killed him off in the original cut, and it tested so badly that they had to.
Yeah, whenever they knock out what's her name, fucking Courtney Cox. He can't stand that chick. Can't stand her. They knock her out and she falls on him. He's not breathing. Like he's supposed to be dead.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so they filmed an alternate ending just in case of him getting taken away in the ambulance.
Okay.
And
The ambulance.
and that tested so bad that he was dead that they used the alternate because people loved
Taylor's
him.
like, fuck that puto. He should have
I
died.
was not sad to see him go. It took too long, in my opinion.
Did you know the Ghostface costume was supposed to be a white? Was supposed to be all white?
Oh, I thought you were kidding when you told me
No,
this.
and they
I
said
know that, but
it looks too much like KKK member, and I'm like, well, maybe it should have been because there wasn't a goddamn one actor of color in this movie. Not one. Can a Mexican be a killer, dude? Come on, we kill people too, man. Haven't you ever
Richard
been down
Ramirez.
Marbach? You've never been down Marbach?
No, I don't go over there. Honkies aren't allowed over there.
I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit if they're all white.
Well, like I said, this was filmed in Sonoma County. And,
Oh yeah, what's the percentage of white over? 84%.
Yeah, well, it's like 70% white over there, and it's like
murder bot.
I think it's like 20-something% Hispanic, but they stay more in the. They're not in the like giant rich houses right there.
Hispandex. I like to call myself Hispandex.
those
Hispanics.
houses were crazy.
Yeah.
That was my big thing. I was like,
Yeah,
we're made to feel sorry for these teenagers, right? Like,
oh, you're getting murdered. Fuck you.
oh,
You.
the cops aren't gonna come. Because...
It's your mom, your dad, and you live in a fucking 6-bedroom, 4-bath house with a fucking lake in the back.
on Acre. Oh no, the cops aren't gonna get here fast enough.
Oh, the
We're
cops
so
aren't gonna
far away.
get there.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I hope you fucking die. You and your fucking erect nips.
That's rough, man.
I'm sorry. I lost control right there.
I know you didn't mean that. You didn't mean that.
So adding to the list of places that I've been in horror movies.
This motherfucker was like, I've been there. Every movie, I've been there.
I've been to the video store where he worked.
Jamie.
Yeah, that used to be in Sonoma County, just in western Santa Rosa. It's not very far from where they filmed The Birds and where they filmed The Fog. So like all those places, you can hit them all up in one day.
Did who hurt me?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Who
They
did hurt
all
you? It
fucking
must have been
hurt
somebody
me.
white because you're always being racist towards me.
That's all I did is white. They all hurt me. Oh, so back to Scream. After Casey dies, we
Right. Yes.
we finally get into
minute 6
Sid.
of the
Yeah. Yeah.
the 154-minute long movie.
Yeah.
We get to Sid fucking going in her house, you know,
Just
moping around doing rich white girl things. Dad saying, "Hey, I'll be gone. You know, I left you $2,000 on the fucking counter for pizzas." And the
It's
whole
like the
fucking
opposite
liquor.
of. It's the opposite of the gate.
Yeah, totally. When my parents would go out of town, they'd be like, "There's bologna in the fridge."
And, some
And I think
Velveeta.
maybe half a loaf of bread.
don't answer the phone.
Don't answer the phone. Don't answer the fucking door. Don't go to school.
Nobody.
Do not go to school. We'll tell your teacher when we get back you were sick. Yeah, that was my life. Not $2,000 on the counter for pizza and fucking parties.
On the granite counter.
But now you're drinking rosé every night.
I
So
know, look at
think
that.
about that.
Fuck. So that fucking her dude Billy shows up to the window and frightens her, just like Johnny Depp did in Nightmare on Elm Street. Does the same
Oh
thing.
shit! And they kind of have a similar look.
Shameless nod.
Yeah.
Speaking about looks, I'm gonna go off topic again here, but not really. Wes Craven and his casting team did a great job in all three of these movies picking beautiful human beings to play these roles.
Beautiful what?
Human beings.
No, beautiful what?
People. Nips? Is that what you wanted?
Happening.
White. Beautiful white human beings.
You haven't seen the other ones.
There's some beautiful Mexicans out there.
There's some beautiful black people in
Are
the.
you looking at this?
Yeah.
Are you
The
looking-
second one. The
are you
second
looking
one.
at this?
I'm pretty sure that they told them, like, hey,
Yeah,
it's
they're
not
like,
too white.
Okay, let's move out of Sonoma County
Keep worrying us.
and get to a college campus.
Hey,
Where there would
Wes, buddy,
They're pushing it.
we're gonna have to get a Mexican in here sometime. Maybe a black guy, black girl, maybe.
The second one,
Yeah, the second
looked
one
it up.
is the second one is definitely different.
But guess what?
What?
People under the stairs, black
Yeah.
fucking robbers. He was like, "Oh, I'll use them.
I'll use some black people. They're going to be poor criminals.
They're gonna be poor criminals breaking into houses and
Dude.
looking for fucking gold."
yeah.
I don't feel like we should be talking about this because Wes is no longer with us, and he can't defend
That's
himself.
why we are talking about it.
Because he can't sue us. We're gonna get sued by the estate of Wes.
We're just kidding anyway. I don't give a fuck what Wes did. Get fucking cast whoever the fuck he wants. Okay, anyway, where were we?
Tortillas.
The thing that makes the second one better than the first one
Me too.
is that Buffy is in it.
I love
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
You don't like Sarah Michelle? I have a lot to say about.
I've seen every Buffy episode
Buffy?
like 10 times.
Yes, I have very strong feelings about Buffy, the series. The movie's awesome too, but I love the series and Angel. I even like the spinoff.
Fuck, do you want to start a Josh Wheaton podcast with me?
Yes, of course.
Okay, cool.
Yes, yeah.
Everybody loves tangents, so we're good. We go off on crazy fucking tangents, and then we're like, what movie were we talking about?
Was absolutely. We've only gotten 6 minutes into this 154
Yeah, but-
minute movie.
Isn't it bullshit how they like Josh Wheaton like and Cordelia just get into an argument so she's like just all of a sudden in a fucking coma?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she's just off the show pretty much. We moved her to a different facility
Forever.
forever.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, guys.
I wanted to keep talking about that.
I don't even smoke, but I'm gonna go bum one for my tia.
So,
She's gonna be, don't get the one on the right. That one's dipped.
dipped. So whenever you meet Skeet Ulrich,
Okay, Billy crawls into
Billy,
the window.
yep.
We're back
yeah,
on target.
you meet Billy, and Billy is this like boyfriend who's kind of pressuring her for sex, but
Get over it, man. Your
but-
mom was murdered
Yeah.
because she was a whore.
She was raped. and
nobody
murdered.
knew any of that.
Get over
Nobody
it.
knew she was a whore at this
We're
point.
kind of fast forwarding it 45 minutes because
So-
we've been on 6 minutes for the past hour.
I was so excited to watch this because I feel like this was like the movie where everybody was like, Skeet, you know what I mean? This is it. Like, that's his prime role. He looks so good.
I shaved my head so I could grow my hair out like his.
Little
BTW.
Did
Those little
as a woman, did you feel like he was pressuring her at all during?
Yeah,
the
I
movie?
think so.
100%.
You're talking to me.
100%. Honestly, like, I didn't even know, whether I should bring it up or not, but I was like, holy shit, it just was like triggering. Like, it reminded me of being a teenage girl and you have an older boyfriend who's just like trying to
He was a fucking dick.
Yeah, I've been there, and it's just like so fucking shitty, and I was just like, oh my god. And
but that's what's really great about this movie is it's like reality.
Yeah, very accurate. Yeah, no, it was like, I was like, wow, they nailed it.
I know. I was always like, no, not yet, Brad. And he was like, a river wants to run through it. I'm like, oh.
What did we learn about me?
Half kidding.
Yeah.
Ugh. Just give me the willies. Like.
Yeah, he was a little bit too much. Like, get over it. It's been a year. I'm like, bitch, your mom got raped and murdered.
He didn't say that this time. He said that later on, right?
Yeah, but he was thinking it. He was just like a...
Yeah, but I mean...
He starts leaning towards it, I think, he's like kind of just like, it's been a year,
Yeah, but they had been dating for like longer than that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, well, that means...
But I'm sorry, dude. You could tell that motherfucker was a killer whenever he does that. Nobody fucking looks like we're not killing motherfuckers.
I couldn't get over that when I was watching it again today.
I'm like,
he was like literally a full 180 turned, staring at her.
who the fuck looks at somebody like that?
And they're just, no one's gonna say anything.
Mr. Monkey said he
They're
would have
all
gave
like,
in.
Hey, turn around, motherfucker. What are you looking at her for?
They barely were even like that. They were just like, hey, when you get around to it, stop fucking mad dogging your girlfriend.
That she fucking just tried to kill.
Yeah, exactly. And she knows that, and you're trying to gaslight her.
You better not say shit, bitch.
Yeah.
Wait, when does he do that?
At the fucking police station.
When he's like,
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about in the bedroom scene.
Well, he's always looking at her fucking weird.
Yeah, he's a fucking killer.
Yeah. Like he wants to fucking kill her.
Yeah. He's looking at her like he wants to kill her.
Yeah, poor girl. She couldn't tell.
Yeah, she couldn't.
Yeah, so when does Ghostface first show up?
Immediately.
You can tell right away when she does that whole closet door against that's going to come back to help her sometime.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was a super
Yeah.
planted detail for sure. And it's like, I think a niche thing, because not everybody has doors that are like that, but they, like, if you know, those doors aren't fucking open.
Did you know after this movie came out, caller ID shot up?
I bet.
People getting caller ID on their phones.
It's so funny.
Dude, are you going to watch the second one? It's like I want to talk about the second one.
No, we're not talking about the second one. We're talking about Scream,
I want to talk
Doug.
to you about the second one.
Jamie
Spoiler
said
alert.
he hates her because of his dad.
We haven't got there yet.
Wait, he hates Skeet? Skeet.
Skeet hates
Skeet.
his girlfriend because...
Yeah. It's so messed up.
Yeah, so Ghostface shows up and starts fucking trying to kill her, and pretty quickly. That's after this whole scene with her.
Yeah.
I will say that I remember like pushing pause, seeing how long it was, and I was just like, fuck, like how long am I gonna be here? And then it's just like it pops off and it keeps going.
Yeah, I think that's one of the good things about this movie is like they pace the movie to a point that there's not a lot of like really dull moments through the entire movie. And whenever it's not an action moment, it's an actual good character building moment. And so a 2-hour movie doesn't feel like a 2-hour movie, at least to me. Like it's like
when a movie's that good and it throws shit at you, it flies by. Just like Barbarian.
Yeah, no, that was impressive. That's what I'm saying. Like I will say that like about that movie, I think it was impressive how it was able to keep me, even though there were simultaneously things that I wasn't excited about. You know, I was still engaged pretty much the entire time, which I think is cool for how long it is.
It definitely keeps you going. It's just makes it so you're interested the whole time. That's what I feel like. Yeah. Sorry, Rosé's got me.
So, yeah. So Ghostface tries to kill her the second time around, and right when fucking Skeet shows up, Billy shows up to the window again and frightens her, and Ghostface goes away, and she's like, "Where were you?" And the phone drops out of his pocket. He's like, What do you think? Do you think it was me? But how did he even know Ghostface was there? That's another clue.
Yeah.
He's gone. Who's gone? How did he know?
I heard you screaming. I don't know.
Yeah, he said I heard you screaming.
Yeah. Well, he's gone now.
And she started saying like the killer's in the house, and he goes, he's gone now. I scared him away. But how does he know he's gone? Exactly.
Yeah. So the phone falls out, and that's when they fucking bust him. And they take him downtown, and that's when he does the fucking ojitos at her. Full 180, like he said.
Just
fucking
searing into her.
Burning 2 fucking laser beams in her neck.
Yeah. Like, fuck. Calm down. Like, somebody tell him to turn around. You're embarrassing us.
And she's all like, my goodness, I'm getting kind of horny. Those fucking eyeballs. Oh, wait, wrong movie again. So they fucking keep him overnight. His fucking phone comes up, not being the one that called.
Well, she gets another call.
Oh, yeah, she goes home and fucking Dewey.
And technically he would have been in jail still.
And you're like, oh, Billy. Fuck, it wasn't him.
Right.
Who the fuck is the killer then?
Yeah.
Which you kind of knew it wasn't him. Come on. He showed up immediately. Yeah. Like, immediately after Ghostface was at the door, he pops through the window like...
Well, so he gets out of jail, and how soon is it after that they bang it out?
No, this is at the party. They bang it out at the party.
At the end. Well, the party's fucking 45 minutes long.
Yeah, the party's long. 42 minutes.
At the beginning. It's at the beginning.
Okay.
It's like
so she gets out, like... she gets a phone call. Hey, Sid, it's for you. And he's all like, you got the wrong person, bitch.
You got the wrong person, bitch.
Well, that was the night that he was, because when they were taking him away, they were like, oh, we have to keep you. So they made it kind of clear that they had to keep him overnight.
Yeah.
So that's how he kind of set up like, oh, it couldn't have been me that called because I was in jail.
Yeah, and that's like, you're actually kind of like, they're throwing you other clues that it could be somebody else, and then you're like, oh, she just got the call and he's in jail.
That's when they start throwing everybody else at you.
Yeah.
She goes to school. She goes into
the fucking pervy Henry Winklers.
She goes into the bathroom. Good old fucking Ghostface is in there waiting for her. That's when you notice the boots. They make sure you see the boots because later on they're going to show the cops' boots. Tri-Sig.
And we already saw Billy's boots at that point.
Billy's boots, same jeans too.
Right next to it. Yep.
I'm like, everybody in that fucking movie wears fucking Red Wings and Jabos.
Yeah.
Everybody. They all called each other.
So
Gadzooks had a sale.
There's, when Henry Winkler, the principal, tells everybody class is canceled, there was a deleted scene where she runs to the principal's and says, I just got attacked, and that's why he shut the school down, but they cut that scene.
I kind of assumed that. I still feel like you were able to presume.
Yeah, definitely. You think he knows it. Yeah.
There's also that scene when he busts the 2 guys with the masks. It's right there, right in front of you. It tells you there's 2 killers when he has both guys in there and they're both wearing the masks. And that's when I saw that, I was like, dude, it's telling you right there. This last time I saw it, the first time I was fucking dumb. I was only 32 when I saw it.
Just a baby.
Back in 96. Yeah, I was, still a virgin. So, yeah, I was still living with my mom in the basement. So, yeah, it shows you right there. They're just throwing it in your face. There's 2 killers. And he goes, you are both expelled. And then he goes, hey.
It's a jukebox.
Yeah.
And then that's when, everybody's gone, and that's when fucking Ghostface shows up and stabs the fuck out of Henry Winkler. It took 2 hours to film that scene where Ghostface can be seen in his eye. Jesus. 2 hours.
It's crazy.
I can see myself in your eyes right now.
I
How
always see
hard?
myself.
I'm getting
in that.
lost.
How hard could it
I'm
be?
getting lost.
I get lost every time. So after that, what happens after that? That's when they're like, fuck yeah, let's fucking party.
Yeah.
And that's another fucking scene right there. When he's all like, hey, did you invite Sid? He's all like, yeah, I think she's going to show up. And he turns around and he does a stabbing motion. He's like, yeah, like he's going to fucking kill some people tonight. If you look at it, that's what it means.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. There's all these little hints, man. You just got to look for them.
See, and the way he is with Rose McGowan's character, Tatum, right?
Yeah.
It's so cute. He's so charming. Like you know something's off with this dude. Like, but he's still so charming, and it's like, how do I feel about this? Kind of keeps you
Like he doesn't give a shit what he says around her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's totally me. But people don't like that anymore. So I'm not charming. I'm like, this dude's fucked up.
How do you kill your own girlfriend?
He didn't kill her.
Skeet did.
Skeet Ulrich came out and said, put everything to everything to rest. He goes, look, I killed her. He goes, I told Wes, because it was actors. It was different actors that played the killer.
But I'm just
Hold
saying,
on,
how
let me
would you
finish.
kill your own girlfriend? That's so sad.
Yeah, he didn't kill her. Stu didn't kill her.
He was part of the team that killed
He
her.
was attempting to kill her.
Well,
Nev Campbell's character? Is that
No.
Audrey Plaza,
Rose McGowan.
Rose McGowan.
Oh, that's
Same
right.
person.
Man, I was not thinking about her that
So-
whole time. I was like, who are they talking about?
So Skeet Ulrich came out and said he told Wes, I don't care what you got to do. I want to be in the Scream Ghostface costume. I want to kill somebody. So when he actually kills her, when he goes into the garage, that's Skeet Ulrich under the...
That's the only one where it was actually him.
Yes, and he was like, so it's me that killed her. And I would assume so, because I don't think Stu would kill his chick. But I don't think he gave a fuck about her, because later on they're like, hey, where's, what was her name?
Tatum.
Tatum. Yeah, where's Tatum? He's like, I don't know, she probably went home.
Yeah,
Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
I don't think he gives a fuck about literally anyone or anything. Like, he's not. That's what I think makes
Except
him so charming.
Billy. He loves Billy for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's true. There's definitely something going on there. Yeah.
HT up in the house. Homosexual tendencies.
Oh, I was like, who's HT?
I saw both of y'all. I saw both of y'all look at the chat. And that's when the most glorious nipples show up on screen.
Rose McGowan.
I want to go back and check it out.
There's like stills of it, like it's a known thing. Everybody's just
I was too busy looking at her eyes, man. I think she has great eyes.
Every time I see those, I
so
think of
beautiful.
Brad Dick.
She was. Now she's like,
So
Yeah, so they have this party, right? 42 minutes long, this fucking party.
Okay.
2 weeks it took to film this scene.
yeah.
They had shirts made. I survived scene 118 for the whole crew.
fucking cool.
So that's when they kill Rose McGowan's character, and that's when fucking Jamie Kennedy's what's his name? I forget all the names of the fucking guys. Jamie Kennedy. Randy. That's when Randy tells everybody
The rules.
he's fucking handing out VHS tapes, and they're all like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And as I'm like, that's me. Like, that's me right there. I have all those movies he said. And that's when he's, all right, puts it on pause. Y'all don't know the rules? And, dude, that's one of the best fucking scenes. That whole party
Yeah.
is just great. Like, it's just so great. And it's all true. Like, they did their research on fucking, you never say, you know, if you're a virgin and you have sex, you're going to fucking die. That's just the way it is.
But then he deliberately makes it a point to break that stereotype with homegirl,
Sydney.
Sydney. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And he never say, I'll be right back. And fucking, what's his name says, I'll be right back,
Yeah,
Stu.
Stu's like,
and he's
"I'll
all,
be
you're
right
going to die.
back."
And he wound up dying anyway.
He did wind up dying.
You know, at the beginning when he tells, Randy did figure out who the killers were.
Yeah.
In the video store, he knew it was
I've been to that store.
Billy. Of course you have. In the video store, he said it was Billy, and at the beginning, he said it was Stu. And Stu was like, I didn't break up with her. She didn't break up with me. I broke up with her.
He accused him. Yes.
But he's real like, she didn't break up with me. I broke up with her. But he figured out. He already knew who the killers were.
How did he know that?
Because he's like us, Doug. We could figure out.
If he knew that,
we
why
could
would he
figure
invite
out
him
who
to his
one of our
party?
friends was a killer.
If he knew that, why did he invite him to his party?
Fucking party of the year, bro.
I don't think he knew at that point.
Yes, he did.
I don't think so. If he would have known that, he wouldn't have invited him to the party because he knew that they would kill everybody.
I feel like he thinks he's a hunch, but everybody gaslights him so much, he's just kind of like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a nerd that likes movies.
Yeah,
you know?
He might have had a hunch. I don't think he figured it out.
Right, yes. I think he was like...
I mean, because he was...
Yeah, you know what? He didn't figure it out, but he figured it out.
I mean, because he says that he thinks that Billy is the killer. Like, he says it in the thing. He's like, why would you be doing this? You know? But not enough to not invite him to his party where he can murder him and all of his guests.
You know who we haven't even mentioned was Gail.
Gail Weathers.
She was such a bitch.
Yeah, man.
She fought for that role. Courtney Cox fought for that role because she was so used to. She wanted to get out of her friend's persona.
She did a good job.
She was like, "Please, please let me be the bitch of the movie."
Yeah.
So, and she got the role.
She's a bitch in every single one of them.
Yeah, when she like said, I think like you kind of get the idea that she's annoying, but then she calls that dude like a fat tub of lard or whatever the fuck she says. And I was
What was his name? Randy? I think his name was Randy. The video guy.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy. You see him once in a while in movies.
No, Randy was Jamie Kennedy. What was his name? God dang it.
I was just like, damn, she just had to fucking go there. That was not cool. Super ruthless.
Kenny?
Yeah. Kenny, I know you're about 50 pounds overweight.
You fat tub of shit.
But when I say move it.
And he's all, hey, Courtney, that's not in the script.
Yeah. And I was like, man, that guy's not even that big. She's
No
just being
shit.
mean as fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's ruthless. Yeah. That's interesting. Well, I think that's cool to hear that it was like an intentional thing, you know?
Yeah.
I hated her in this movie, but after I read that she fought for that role, I'm like, she did a pretty fucking good job.
I mean,
You hated her.
Yeah, you hate her character.
Yeah, so
you're
now
just like,
no, I hate her too.
oh, I love her. She's great.
Beautiful. And I also wonder if, like, I looked up their ages, and she was 32, and I also was wondering if she was kind of like trying to chase.
She's like 96 now? How old would she be now? Like 96?
She was 32 in 1996.
No, she would be 96 now. In fucking Perra. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I almost was wondering, I was like, man, is she just trying to keep up with these new young, people that are coming in and taking, like, the spotlight, is what I thought, because, like, Ned
Oh,
was
yeah,
super
yeah.
hot, Skeet was hot, Matthew, like, all of those kids, you know what I mean? Because the oldest one out of those was, like, 26. So that's, significantly younger than her at that point.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you think she's just using Dewey to get information, but they actually fall in love. And then they actually fell in love off camera.
Really?
Yeah, they got married.
Yeah,
they got
They
married.
got together?
Wes Craven was like telling,
I love this.
Yeah.
told Arquette,
Really?
yeah, I told him, he was like, I don't know. And Wes was like, dude, she likes you, you like her, give it a shot. So he was their little fucking Cupid.
But he's a lot younger than her, isn't he?
Yeah, about like 30 years.
Yeah.
No.
But so they, by the third movie, they were married in real life.
Thanks,
They had,
Doug.
like, a
I
kid.
wanted to see the wedding.
I'm not talking about in the movie. I'm talking about
Oh, okay.
Franchise?
IRL. That's Twitch talk.
Oh, and that party scene, I was mistaken. It wasn't 2 weeks. It was 21 days.
Yeah, it was crazy. I knew.
42-minute scene.
I watched some behind the scenes on this a while back, and it talked about that, how crazy filming that was. I mean, that scene is 45 minutes long of a 2-hour movie, so I get it.
42 minutes. I keep saying it's 42 minutes long.
Of a 2-hour movie, so it's a lot of it's.
That's my favorite part of the movie is that whole Halloween part. Because it just matches up so well with the movie. The music,
Yeah.
the whole Jason what's it called? The shadow. No, what did they call him in the movie? In Halloween?
The figure, the shadow, the shape.
The shape. The shape kills. That's the theme on the TV playing when he's coming up behind Jamie Kennedy. And it's fucking, it just goes with it.
Jamie.
Yeah, that's perfect. It fucking goes with it. Like they matched it up so perfect.
So meta, bro.
See, it's really
so meta.
It's really cool that y'all were like so.
The shape.
By that at that time.
The shape.
The shape. That's what I said.
Is that what you said?
At the end. Yeah.
Is that what you said?
That's where you'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shape.
I was just gonna say like 10 things before I said it, but I ran out of things to say because of the rosé.
Fucking rosé, man.
I poured big glasses. So I started to watch. So something happened last week. I was like,
what happened?
I'll tell you later. So I was like, I'm gonna watch these again, but on VHS because I have all three. I have 1, 2, and 3 on VHS, and so I put them in.
One.
And it's like, stay tuned after the feature presentation for behind the scenes footage of, so I'm like, sweet. So I watched some of those.
Electric Boogaloo.
And it sucks because I don't like scrubbing my VHS because it like can mess them up.
Scrubbing? What do you mean?
Fast forwarding, like while you're watching. That's called scrubbing.
Fucking nerd.
Dude. So I don't like scrubbing.
Mad that you didn't know.
So
I am.
So I just let it play through the credits, and I'm like, okay, sweet. So I watched some extras, and on the second one, I watched some extras, and on the third one, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch the extras. I wasn't paying attention when I started it or anything, because I'm watching it like in passing. You know what the fuck's at the end behind the credits of Scream 3? A goddamn Creed video, because they have a song in there.
Is it Higher?
No.
You ain't seen shit till you seen Doug sing Higher.
Oh my goodness.
On karaoke.
I'm a fucking karaoke wizard.
Fucking watching Doug sing karaoke is fucking amazing. Like he does the stance, one leg behind him, one leg bent in the front.
Okay.
With the fucking. No, I'm serious. I'm not even fucking lying. You have to see him. Like the first time I saw him, it was like that. It was like I was really watching Creed live.
Sid says she's a Halloween protege because of her uncle.
You know what I'm a fucking pro at because of my uncle?
Oh, no.
I don't want to hear that.
Talking live on TV. God. Y'all are so gross.
Vuso.
So,
The party
I
scene.
don't talk about your uncle
Party.
anymore.
don't you bring up my uncle. I love that man.
Don't do it.
Too much.
Let's go.
I hate you. I hate you.
So the party scene.
Party scene. Before or after he cons her into her virginity.
Yeah, he takes her
No.
upstairs.
No. She was like, let's do it.
Yeah, she was. She
Take
was
me like the fucking...
Okay, so
Take me like the wild stallion you are.
the
That's
same.
what she fucking
had
said.
already been
Pressured.
manipulated and pressured.
Well, you know what's
This
fucked
is just
up?
the rollover.
Is what happened
Yeah,
that
she
night.
fucking rolled over.
You know what's real fucked up is after the shoot that night that they shot that, Harvey Weinstein did the exact same thing to Rose McGowan.
I was... That is so bad.
I mean, it happened.
I was...
Laughing like that.
because it's not right. I told Doug, because fucking Rose McGowan accused him of raping her,
Yeah,
and I wonder if this was like the first time like he fucking did that.
me too. Me
Like,
too.
Me too. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Was it a Weinstein production?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice when I was watching the character. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'll catch
Well,
it and be
he
like,
was the head of Dimension.
Dimension.
Dimension. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all
which is
that stuff that
sub
came out.
of Miramax, right?
Yeah,
Was it Miramax?
yeah. They put out like all the horror, like they did all those big '90s horror movies.
Yeah, no, I recall.
You know
seeing that,
what?
like,
You say that, but whenever I read up on it and it says, "Oh, Harvey Weinstein," I'm like, "Oh, I wonder who he fucked with on this movie."
yeah.
Like that dude's fucking gross. I'm glad he's rotting away in prison. He was so fucking disgusting. And
I don't think he should be
totally
in prison. I think they should fucking...
castrate him and kill him.
Yep. That's just me personally.
I think it should be equal. Whatever he did,
fuck, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Yeah, I see his name on it, and I'm like, oh, he's so fucking gross.
And that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a movie you really
No,
like.
yeah, Rosemary, it fucked her up. Like,
Yeah.
she was doing so well, and after she finally came out, like, people fucking destroyed her. Like,
Well, what did she do after this? She did Jawbreaker.
Is Jawbreaker after Scream?
I think
she did Planet Terror.
Planet Terror, but that was a long time after.
Right, yeah. But
Yeah.
still before she became open about everything that was
Yeah.
going on with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I want to know though if Jawbreaker.
Yeah, I think Jawbreaker was after Scream, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
1999. So yeah.
Yeah,
That's
2 years
a couple
later.
Years, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
3 years later.
Yeah, I think her coming out saying all this stuff and her being fucking crucified for saying it.
Dude, like,
killed her. Like, it killed her inside.
it's so insane because she was one of the first people to come out and say this stuff. I mean, especially against him.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he's like billionaire, like, I got all the money in the world. No one wants to go against me kind of thing. And so, like, other women were, like, calling her liars and, like, all kind of crazy shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, you have to cover their own ass.
Yeah,
to keep
but,
their own...
I mean, it came out that, like, the oldest allegation that came against him was from the very first movie he ever did, The Burning. And one of the
Yeah, we talked
production
about that.
assistants.
The Burning, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I love these movies too much, and, like, he's a fucking producer. You know, he's not, you know, I shouldn't think about, you know, he's listed as a producer because he's head of the studio. You know, like, they're always the producers. You know, who knows what he actually did, but probably all the other producers did most of the work. But it's just really sad to like, these movies that I love so much to be like, oh God, and see his fucking name because I like it. I can't, you know.
But that's also good because you realize he's a fucking scumbag.
Yeah.
When you see it, you're like, fuck this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it made such a good, it was such a good movie. Even like Terry Crews came out and said he fucking touched him inappropriately and shit.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine Terry Crews and Brad Pitt. He could hold Brad Pitt like a little baby.
I can see it. Terry Crews is a handsome black man. And he's an
And a
amazing
good
artist.
artist. See?
Have you seen his stuff?
No.
Oh my God, you need to look him up.
Yeah.
His paintings are awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Do you remember when he painted the portrait of the captain?
No. I never watched that show like all the way through.
Oh, you need to. Well, there's a episode where he paints the portrait of the captain.
Mhm.
He fucking really painted it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up.
And he hates it. He hates it because he thinks the captain hates it.
Aw.
He's an amazing artist. Like I follow him on Instagram, and he'll be like, "Oh, today we're gonna fucking draw," and he'll draw it out, and you're like, "Fuck."
That's so cool.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
So back.
Okay, what are we on? Minute 10?
No, we're getting close to the end here.
Back to the party. After he kills Rose McGowan's character, because Stu, see, I'm telling you, Stu didn't give a fuck, because Stu sent her to go get a beer.
I know he knew he should.
He knew
killed.
she was
That's what
gonna
I'm saying.
kill.
How did?
Yeah, he's a psycho. He's not
Yeah.
he's not able to actually.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Like
He
anybody.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Even at the end when he says, he goes, "I don't care."
faking it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he say? I was.
He says, "Why did you do it?" She goes, "Peer pressure."
Yeah, it was all peer pressure. Like he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
he didn't have any like emotional attachment to anybody.
yeah, so Billy fucking kills her, which is a great scene. Crushes her fucking head. She really got all bruised up from hanging there for so long.
That's cool.
And it's crazy because the scene is just so fast, but it probably took hours to film it.
Hmm. And they had to probably put a lot of thought into how that body would actually look in that
Yeah.
situation because it's hard to imagine that there could even be enough pressure. You know what I mean from that
No.
to.
Do you remember when? I know you don't. Garage door openers were killing kids.
But they were like crushing them though. Right?
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
down.
because that's a fucking motor, and that motor is strong.
Well, it's
as
not even
shit.
that. They work on gravity coming down, but a garage door is heavy as shit.
Yeah,
like,
it's pure fucking
I mean,
metal.
if you have like a light aluminum, whatever, but like a lot of them were wood too, and they were heavy as shit. back in the day. We used to totally like pretend like we were Indiana Jones and run and slide under ours. Because we didn't.
Dead right now.
We would tape off the sensor
Now I'd
so
be
it
here
wouldn't
by
go
myself.
back up, and we
With
just
Taylor.
run and yeah. I may not be here now.
So
And
she
I'm
was.
like, man, must be nice to have had a garage growing up.
No shit. We had one of those shitty fucking storage sheds.
Didn't even have that.
No, but it was like used.
Overall?
My dad was like, "Come with me. We're gonna go load up my friend's storage shed." He gave it to me, and I'm like, "This shit ain't gonna make it in the back of the truck home."
See, that's why your dad gave everything away. Because you...
Weren't the first to have
Yeah.
their hands on it.
Yeah, so that scene, the garage door was just supposed to crush her. And somebody was like, "Hey, why don't we cut a fucking doggy door in the garage, make her try to crawl through and have it pick her up and crush her head?"
Dude, that's a great
Because
great
there's
idea.
like a second where you think like
Thinking out of the
maybe
box.
she's gonna get away.
Hell
Yeah.
no. Once that fucking thing got off the ground, she was not going to make it anywhere.
No,
Yeah,
like,
but-
right before that,
yeah.
like, right as she was crawling, and you see her on the other side where you see her like halfway out. You're like, oh shit, she can fit. Maybe she'll
Yeah.
make it, and it starts to go up.
Yeah.
You know what? Those fucking nips.
That's what got stuck. They actually said in the trivia, they said she would have made it out, but in real life she
Really
couldn't get
stop her.
through there. They were stoppers because it was cold out there.
Those fucking big cheap
They stopped
erasers.
and they're like, okay, we got to stop filming. And every time she tried to get through, they're like, cut. And so finally they were just like, you know what? Let's just make you be stuck and we'll hit the button. And she's like, oh, okay, that works. That works.
Okay, that'll work.
Hanging on by your nips.
Death by,
Hanging on by her nip.
death by nip.
So, fucking, they're like, they fucking kill the fucking, the reporter guy. And, they're like, Dewey, go check out this car. There's a car parked down the road.
No. He wasn't going to check it out. They were just walking down the road looking for clues.
No, they did.
They were looking directly. Someone called in
And said there's a vehicle parked, abandoned
Oh,
vehicle.
right.
So they go down
They
there.
just didn't know it was what vehicle it was.
So then somebody calls Stu, I think, or Randy, and says, they found the principal strung up on the football field, gutted. And they're like, fuck yeah, let's go cut him down. I'm like, that's exactly what I would have said.
Yeah.
Let's go take some pictures for Instagram.
Yeah.
So they all take off.
The Instagrams.
The Instagrams, the my face.
There wasn't. Was there
Snap.
even MySpace back then?
There was Snap Snatch.
I don't think there was any of that shit.
This was even before LiveJournal.
Yeah, pencil
What the
erasers.
fuck
Taylor.
is Live Journal?
Predates. What is that? Tumblr?
So many titties
I
on
would
there.
say that was the Wild West, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking titties.
Now they don't let you do shit online. That's why I got fucking VPN and dark web.
Oh, I love dark web.
I'm like, I tell people I'm in Siberia. And I
Taylor,
look
do you
at
know how
some
many people have
fucked up
had
stuff
fucking killed to the dark web? It's fucking great.
in movies,
Yeah, in
I
movies.
don't want to be here
in
anymore.
Minecraft.
I
In movies.
don't want to do this anymore.
How do you take this mic off?
Oh, we locked the roll-up door. You can't get out.
The address is
140791614 bitters. Did y'all get that? It was what? 1, 4. Yeah, so all the kids take off and run Dewey and Pendeja off the road.
Dude, I was like, these motherfuckers are just gonna run over him. That was a little unrealistic. Why would you just keep barreling down there? I mean, I guess they were drunk.
It was fucking dark too. Have you ever been?
Headlights?
Have you ever been? No, but have you ever been flying down a dirt road in the middle of the night? You can't see shit. You know how many people I've hit?
That's why I was like, I know. where this
You
is going.
can see people. You can see like a cop doing this in the road. Maybe that's why they kept going.
Yeah, maybe they're just like.
They're like,
"Yeah."
fuck it, it's a cop. A cab, bitch.
So it just so happens they fly off the road on top of each other, and
Very
after
romantic.
after 5 minutes after they have sex, she looks up and says, "Is that what you're looking for?" And guess whose fucking car it is? Sid's fucking dad, who has been missing the whole movie. And you know what? When I first saw this movie, I was like, it's the fucking dad. The fucking dad's the killer. He went on apeshit because it's a year anniversary of his wife getting fucking raped and being a whore.
That never comes to my mind.
It didn't?
No.
I did. When I saw it at the I think about it now, I saw it at the theater. And I was like, it's the dad. The dad's
Well, what's really
32.
they did a great job because that's what they were planning on trying to make you think.
But then I also thought he was fucking Henry Winkler because he tried to gut somebody. And it was the sheriff fucking... the sheriff.
Because of his boots.
It was that pervy face touch that was like, oh, this guy's fucking sick. That's...
Which one for Henry Winkler?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it wasn't even when he was, like, snipping at those boys. Like, it was, like, I felt like that was a fair reaction.
When did that happen?
When they bring, what's Nev Campbell's? What's her name?
Sid.
Sid. I was
Sydney.
Stacy? Sydney? And he's like, just go ahead and tell him a little bit. And he just kind of like, yeah, like, real quick.
I guess I was ripping off a McDouble wrapper, and I missed that part.
The fucking willies. I was just like...
Fucking Henry Winkler,
I
that
know.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh my god, it's fucking Professor fucking
Oh no.
Professor Snickerdoodle's car, because he was a professor at some college. And they're like, what is this car doing here? So they run back to the house, and
I just don't buy that teenage boys have this kind of foresight to plan this stuff.
You gotta watch the other ones.
That's the thing. That's the hang up for me.
yeah, but when you
talking about
find out
teenage
why the fuck they're doing it, like insanity will drive you mad. I mean, you're already insane.
You say insanity will drive you mad?
Double insanity.
Okay.
So they get there, and what happens?
Inside?
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, before they get there, Jamie Kennedy's character, Randy, and Stu come to the door. And she's like, they're both saying, he's the killer. And Sydney is like,
I remember being in the theater going, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
One of y'all's motherfuckers is the killer.
and she says, why does she have a gun right then? She has a gun. I can't remember where she got the gun. But she's like, fuck both of you.
Yeah.
Slammed the door on
That was
him.
a bold move. Because, like, she's...
Oh, because
No, because remember, after they have sex, Sid tells him, so what phone call did you make? Who did you call?
okay,
Yeah, she was onto him.
she still thinks he's the fucking killer, but she just banged him.
Dude, I would do it too.
I-
Fucking murderer? Fuck.
Dude, I
would
mean,
get
it's
banged by
like
murder.
it's like crazy hot dude.
It's so
like you're hot
I
and
can-
crazy.
hold on. I could fix him.
I can fix him.
No, I can fix him, fucking. No, I can fix him.
I bet if I just have sex with him, he'll love me.
I mean, he killed 3 people, but
But my virginity.
I can fucking. We can be married. We can be married. I know it.
I bet he'd be a great dad.
He's gonna be a great dad. He can teach them how to kill too. Have a career.
Oh, that's a real thing.
So he's
I
like,
can
do you
fix some
still-
girls.
I'm just
Do you
saying,
still-
don't knock her hustle because she's a teenage girl. She has been manipulated, been through a lot of trauma.
Her mama dead.
Yeah, in a fucked up way.
She's got no mother.
She all right.
to-
She all right, but her mama dead.
They alluded at one point that she witnessed the death. Like, that's pretty fucking gnarly, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and then there's all these rumors about her mom being a whore after the fact. Like,
Yeah.
that's dark.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be pretty
But she
easy for,
wa-
like, a
she was, though.
17-year-old girl
I
to
mean,
be
but girls can do
underage.
whatever the fuck they want. You don't label them. Don't
No.
fucking label women. They want to screw around, let them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So anyway, he's like, do you still think it's me? Sid, do you still think it's me? And she's all like, and you're like, what is she looking at? She's not looking at him. And lo and behold, fucking Mr. Ghostface is behind him. He turns around and stabs him right in the fucking dick hole. Like right up the old fucking schnauzer. And he's all fucking bloody and falls all dramatic on the bed. And when the way he falls in the bed, I'm like, he's the fucking killer or something. Something's not right. He felt so dramatic.
Well, then there's also, like, no cuts either. It's just the cuts in the shirt and then the smeared blood. There's no open wounds.
It's not like the other kills.
Right. Where
Yeah.
you, like,
Where
do you
you're-
remember when they zoomed in on Henry Winkler's character? You saw the open cuts. and that was not something you saw with Billy's
Yeah.
death. So I think that was a pretty obvious, in my opinion. Even though I knew how it ended, I had never seen it before, so I didn't know how they were going to show that, and I thought that was kind of like a nod to that.
Oh, so she actually gets Dewey's gun, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, because they run back to the house, and
She gets there before the two guys.
yeah, and
he's on the porch.
yeah, and because Ghostface stabs him in the back, and he
Right.
goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hate when they do shit like that. That fucking knife was right in the middle of his back. He's fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
Or cannot walk for the rest of his life.
Missed an artery by 1 centimeter.
Yeah. Right.
It happens, dude.
But it severed all his fucking spinal cord. But we can rebuild him.
But he decided he was going to walk.
No, it didn't
The
go
doctor
in
told
the
him he
bone.
wasn't-
It hit the bone and went to the side.
Bullshit, man.
The doctor said he was never going to walk again. He said, yes, I will.
I fucking
will.
slipped on a banana peel fucking 2019 and broke 4 vertebrae. I can barely walk. And this motherfucker gets stabbed by a butcher knife. And he's all like, I'm good. He stands up.
No.
Bullshit.
He has to go through full rehab. You haven't seen the second movie.
Oh, fuck no.
Fuck no. It's another 2 hours.
So now we're on 15 minutes into the movie. So that's when Randy and fucking Stu show up, and he's like, "He's the killer. Give me the gun. He's the killer." No, no, no. She just shuts the door and says, "Fuck off."
She's like, fuck both of y'all. Yeah.
And lo and behold,
Which is an interesting move for her because previously she's been like way too forgiving to everybody.
Yeah.
And finally she's just like, no, fuck this.
yeah, she's not a virgin anymore. She's like, "Fuck y'all, motherfuckers."
I feel like Dewey is a little bit too oh no, never mind. They don't know that his sister's dead yet. He doesn't know his
they find
sister's
out at the
dead.
very end,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
His sister's dead. I was about to say he's just like still going about like everything's fine.
No, Dewey's passed out on the porch.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah. But I mean up until that point.
Oh yeah.
But they don't know that
So she looks up, and guess who's still alive? Good old fucking
Skeet.
Skeet still alive, coming down the stairs.
He's licking all that blood off of his face, just making girls quiver.
And that's when he fucking, from day to night, he's like, goes completely fucking psycho. And they were like, we went over the top on these. When we had to change into saying we were the killers. Even Matthew Lillard was like, I think we went over a little bit too much.
So here's a question. How long had Sid and Billy been dating? Because her mom had only been dead for a year, and I feel like they only started dating for him to plot this whole thing out.
No, they had been dating. So when he first gets to the house that first time and starts making out with her, or right before, he's like, when we started off a
Hot and
couple of
heavy.
years ago.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I think he says 2 years ago, about 2 years ago.
So,
and then he's like, and we were doing good. And I think what he's trying to say is we were on the track to hooking up.
To banging it out.
Right.
Yeah.
And then your mom got fucking murdered. And
In front of you.
Yeah. And you've been a real bummer ever since.
Yeah.
So, like, what the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, so that's what's weird about this whole thing is they were dating for probably, I would say, at least 2 years before the mom got killed. At least a year.
And so,
He didn't already like love her at that point. Like he was okay with killing her because something her mom did.
Yeah.
Like even though they had already been
angry at her mom that superseded any love he could have for her.
I mean,
and it's funny because he's telling her to get over it. I guess maybe because he killed her.
Yeah, well, because he's just being manipulative.
He needs to fucking get over it.
Well, I'm just wondering, like,
literally, you get the fuck over it.
You get over it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, should I go kill my stepbrother?
Yeah.
Because my stepmom was banging my dad while she was married to my mom. I didn't know I was supposed to, I forgot we were live. I mean, that's a true story, but.
Yeah. Go on.
Keep going.
I think that's all just, he has like serious mommy issues because and so he doesn't give a fuck who he's got to.
Yeah.
So supposedly the whole ending, it was supposed to be, why did you do it? Both of them were supposed to be like, because we wanted to just kill people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the test audience were like,
That's
and even
not good
producers
enough.
were like, we don't like that.
Mm.
We don't like that you just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So
And,
they split it. That's where they were like, Billy was like, I did it because your mom slept with my dad and my mom left me and I got mommy issues.
and they like alluded.
Stu was like,
Yeah.
peer pressure, which I like his fucking better.
Mm-hmm.
They
Because
alluded.
he's just a psychopath. Like, he would give any answer to. He'd have a different answer for
Yeah.
each different person that asked him.
I think he was more dangerous than Billy.
For sure.
Yeah, he was a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck.
But I don't think he might not have started killing people if it wasn't for Billy. Because Billy had the motive, and he just needed needed
I
somebody.
do think there are specific people, like, getting into, like, real true crime stuff. I do think there are specific people that are, like, the perpetrators, and then I also think there are people that are just also victims and right place, right time kind of
Yeah,
thing. You know,
yeah.
to be manipulated and to create, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, that environment where they'll do something like that.
So they go to this whole spiel, and he opens the door and lets in Stu, and that's when you realize, holy fuck.
They're together.
Blew everybody's mind. Like, that was huge.
Yeah.
That was huge for people.
Two killers,
Yeah, I would imagine so.
and they're both just human.
Did you
They're
know
not
there was
some
two
kinda-
killers when you went
I
into
did,
it?
unfortunately.
Ah,
Yes,
it sucks.
I did know that, yeah.
Yeah.
I still liked it. I still liked the...
When the first time I saw it, I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, me too.
I was able to at least say, like, man, that would have been way cool if I had seen it the first time, you know, back before other movies had done shit like that, you know.
So the guy that did the voice, what was his name?
I can't remember right now.
Well, anyway, the guy that played the voice of the Ghostface, Roger Jackson.
Oh, yeah, Roger Jackson.
It was actual in call on scene.
Mm.
Nobody saw who he was. Nobody knew who the killers were. So whenever he would call and they were on screen talking to him, they were like, really like, who the fuck is this guy? This is terrifying.
That's really cool.
That
Yeah.
dude is a very
Yeah.
famous voice actor. Like
That voice in Scream is so fucking popular. They sell the voice translators you can buy.
to make it sound like that.
Yeah, but Doug doesn't need one.
No, I don't need one. I'm pretty good.
And it got to be where he was calling the set, fucking around with people that they actually called the cops.
That's awesome.
I love
He, I think he was also Mojo Jojo in Powerpuff Girls.
I love that.
I fucking love Powerpuff
Me
Girls.
too.
I think he was Mojo Jojo in Powerpuff Girls. He's been in a lot.
One
Like,
Halloween, I was one of them.
one of the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, I was 27, but who's
That's
counting?
Still a young man. Yeah. A boy.
Yeah, I had to shave all the way to my thighs.
Oh.
Shut up, Doug. I had to look good.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo. So yeah, that's when they fucking start telling Sid all this shit. What happened because of her mom? The dad cheated, and his mom left, and he was all, I was left alone, but I didn't have a mother.
And he says, and
you big
he's
fucking pussy. You're gonna fucking kill people because your mom left you.
yeah.
Fucking jerk off.
I just started doing drugs and stuff when my mom left.
It's cool. I had my uncle.
That wasn't a true story that I just said about myself. It was my dad that left. So there's a whole thing that they don't talk about is Gail Weathers, like why her and Sid don't like each other. And Sid, it's because she put out a book about the whole murder, about her mom's murder. And Sid had testified against this guy Cotton, who is presumably innocent according to Gail, and
Because there were no eyewitnesses.
there were no eyewitnesses, and all Sydney saw was someone running away wearing Cotton's coat.
Right.
And Cotton was the one who was arrested for the murder. And they say in this scene, it was so easy to set up Cotton, you know, and now we're gonna set up your dad just like we did.
And they pull him out of the closet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And old dad's duct taped up, all fucked up. And you're like, damn it, I was wrong. It was Stu and fucking Billy. Oh, Billy.
I still think it was a great reveal, even though I knew it was coming, and I would have loved to have seen it for the first time when y'all did. I think that would have been really cool. And I really, like I said, I love the whole, just the perverseness of Matthew Lillard's character, you know? Both of them, just like the blood and everything. I loved it.
And then they go way too far into like the evil villain telling their plan.
I know, I was gonna
thing,
bring
you
that
know?
up,
It's like, it's so like...
And now the villain does what the villain does.
Yeah, and now the villain does what the villain does, yeah. And all of a sudden they're like, you know, well, first they had stabbed each other, make it look like they were like...
They're getting like kind of tested
yeah,
each other.
Yeah. And so at a certain point they're like, where's the gun? And Gail Weathers had come in and found the gun and picked it up.
She's like a little sneaky.
Yeah.
I seriously think Stu was going to die before that. Because Billy stabbed him too far.
Yeah, he was dying.
He was fucked. He was spitting up blood. When you start spitting up blood, you're a goner.
I think I'm dying here, man.
Yeah, you have fucking blood in your lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when he's fucking calling and throws the phone at him. He's all like, "You fucking dick."
Yeah.
So,
how long after was 13 Ghosts from?
I have no idea.
I didn't like that movie.
Really? Man, I remember that was like one of that and Ghost Ship were one of the first like horror movies that I watched like over and over again, and I could not believe. Everyone knows the titties in 13 Ghosts. Those big fake titties. They were crazy. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, I don't know, 10 or 11. I'm not sure.
What the fuck is that?
They're all sliced up. I was like, what the fuck? It was crazy.
Well, fuck, you were 10.
Let me see. How old was I?
You were like,
I'm an adult.
an adult here. You know, they asked Robert Rodriguez to direct this movie, and he turned it down. But he wound up directing Stab in the sequel.
2001.
The movie and the movie.
I would have been 10.
Seeing
Yeah,
big old
that's some
fake
crazy
titties
shit to
sliced up.
see whenever you're 10 years old.
Yeah. Like the jackal in the box. That shit was crazy.
They ask a lot of people to direct this, and apparently a lot of them read the script and were like...
It doesn't make any sense.
They were like, is this a comedy? I don't want to direct a comedy because... I mean, they did a really good job of having so many comedic elements in this
they kept
without making
telling
it
him
a comedy.
They needed to cut the gore. And he finally told them, look at this fucking movie like it's a comedy. And when they did that, they were like, oh, they left it alone. It's pretty much a dark comedy. I think so.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
I think it's like a satirical comedy. I don't even think it's a horror movie anymore.
Did you watch Triangle of Sadness yet?
Who?
Triangle of Sadness?
No, is it good?
Yeah.
I heard it's really good.
It's really good. Well,
Now, you go to the movies a lot, huh?
Yeah. I try to go once a week.
Dang. I want to go once a week.
Every Thursday.
I want to go once a fucking year.
Yeah, no, I love it. I'll just fucking pig out and hang
Which
out.
movie theater do you go to?
I'll usually go to the Draft House.
It's the best, man.
Yeah, I like the food there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for that fucking elote fucking street corn popcorn bullshit. That's what those people were eating behind us. You can hear people munching that shit for like 8 rows away. It's like it's corn nuts.
Corn nuts, yeah.
They put corn nuts. Look,
snack.
They put corn nuts into popcorn and somehow charge you $14 for it. I'm like, the popcorn is $3. If I take a $1 thing of and dump that in there, and then
The
I put a
master
little
salt.
bit of lime, and you're gonna charge me $15.
Elote.
Yeah, well, I went into that. I knew that they were saying that it was funny, but
I heard there's some really gross parts.
so I have to say, like, I came away from it, like, not knowing what to expect, thinking it was going to be, like, more of a drama, whatever. Totally a dark comedy.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's what I've heard.
It
So
was
I'm glad to.
unexpected, and I definitely recommend
So lyrics at a movie, what is she at?
Movicon? Savannah Movicon
Savannah movie, what the fuck?
Festival.
Festival.
Mm.
She's at the Savannah. Every year they have a movie festival there.
Mhm.
And she met like the dude from Dune, the kid.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna do a new movie called All Your Bones or something like
Yeah,
that.
Lyric saw it. That's
Yeah.
why he was there. She was like, "Y'all need to watch it. It's great."
It looks so good.
She was like, I go, "Is it a horror movie?" And she's like, "Yep."
I can
And when you
tell-
watch the trailer, you're like, "Is it a horror? What is this?"
No, I totally was like, it's gonna be a horror movie, and that makes me so excited.
She saw the menu yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, "Oh my god, the menu is so good." With Ralph Fiennes,
It looks good.
it looks great.
Anna
Yeah,
Taylor
that does
Joy or
look good.
whatever. Yeah.
Also, what's his name was there from the menu? The guy. I don't know his name.
The main Voldemort.
No, the kid. I don't know
Oh,
his name.
yeah, I can't remember his name.
She sent me a picture of him because she was there, and I'm like, "The fuck suit is that? Is that seafoam? Who the fuck wears a seafoam suit?"
Like Seafoam Green.
I love that.
And she was like, "No, it's just green." Yeah, so she met a bunch of people.
Timothy Clemente. I don't know his last name.
I was like, "Fuck, that's pretty good." You remember that? Sounds like it. Timothy Chardonnay.
Charlemagne
Chardonnay.
the God. Yeah.
Timothy Charlemagne the God.
Yeah, so they wind up fucking back to Scream. They wind up killing Billy and fucking Stu. They drop a TV on Stu's head.
I didn't love that death for him.
Yeah, he deserved a better way to
I
die.
think so. His character was wacky as hell.
They should have gutted him.
Yeah.
I think he should have been gutted.
Yeah, I didn't love that death for him. It was the corniest death in my opinion, and I just thought
And those fucking tube TVs do not break that easy.
yeah.
I
Just a little-
you know, I was trying to remember what the scene was on there, and I think it's the scene where Jamie Lee Curtis kills Michael Myers. Like, that's what's playing on the TV while she kills him. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of like another
Yeah.
meta thing, but still.
Yeah, I didn't love it though. I don't know. The execution, I think, just the,
Yeah.
just like how far it had to have fallen to like have smashed him like that. Just
That would not have broken.
yeah.
So they shoot Billy. Gail shoots Billy. He falls down dead. And then Randy shows up and says, "No, this is the part where the killer you think is dead pops back up for one more jump scare." And sure enough, he gets up.
He goes, ah!
And Sid shoots him in the head and says, "Not in my porno."
Yeah, I hated that.
So, speaking of
I
porno,
fucking
you
hated
know
that.
that Wes Craven directed pornos
I read
before he got into non-adult movies.
Before he got into,
Yeah.
that.
slid into,
Slid
if
into
you
your
will.
movies. Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
No, I read that when I was, because I was like, okay, I noticed all the Freddy Krueger nods, I noticed all of that, and I was like, how many did he nod to every movie he made up until this point? Like, I wanted to know how many movies he had made before Scream, and then I was just like, Wes Craven movies. Oh my god, he has a lot of fucking movies. And
Yeah.
I had no idea. And I was like, I didn't even know he wrote half this shit. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't know
Did he
wrote-
direct Saving Ryan's Privates
He
in her space?
So I read an article about it. I don't remember if it was on Screen Rant or something, but no one knows what he did really, because he did everything. Every single movie he did under a different assumed name.
Mike Honcho? Please tell me it was Mike
I
Honcho.
don't know. He never said.
God damn
He
it.
never said. He just took the money and didn't want to be associated with it. He was just trying to figure out
little mystery
directing. Yeah,
to him.
And then he
Because
jumped from porn to fucking I spit on your grave.
dude. So he
Rowdy.
no. Last House on the Left.
also fucking
Last,
grabby.
that was his first movie.
Did I ever tell you guys? I think. Do you remember when they remade Last House on the Left?
Yeah.
I would have been like, I don't know how old I was. I was probably like 16 or 17
You went and saw it.
on my first date.
Holy fuck!
Yes.
That's a
Did
rough.
he take you?
Like your first date ever?
Yes, me and this guy.
Was it fucking red flags or what?
It was our
He like,
first date.
I'm out.
We sit down and we're sitting there and he hadn't tried anything up until this point.
This looks nice.
Yeah. And
It's about a last house
and it
on the
was, like,
left.
the hands were like right here. We were both just like,
I'm not touching you, you fucking dirty bitch.
Were you afraid to ride home with him?
I was
And you're like,
stressed out.
I'm gonna get a cab.
Yeah. No, it was.
Was he like, want to get some ice cream? And you're like, fuck no.
The vibes were so off after
Yeah.
that. It was fucked up.
That's like Gone Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Taking a date to see Gone Girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big no-no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, that's terrible. I'm so sorry, Taylor.
I was just a kid. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But then it got me addicted to horror movies.
Now we go every
Changed my life.
Thursday.
Yeah. Since I was 16. Yeah.
God damn it. Did your mom say, what did y'all go see today?
I don't remember. I think I blacked out.
What did you go see, Tay Tay? What did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you see, Tay Tay?
No. I hate that. Don't
What, Tay Tay?
Don't call me that.
Oh, have people called you that before in your life?
I have a thing where anybody who calls me Tay Tay like without my permission, there's red flag. There's something wrong with them.
That's probably what that guy was calling you. Want more popcorn, Tay Tay? And it's like you don't remember that he actually said that, but it was like right during that scene
Yeah, it's
of
an
Last House on the Left. You're just like,
So now I have an association.
yeah,
Yeah, between
Yeah.
the two feelings. Yeah. No, any person who's just like,
I'm so sorry, Tay Tay. I will never call you that again.
yeah, I don't like that at all. Not into that.
So yeah, you know what? I wish you would have showed a little bit more, even though it was 2 hours and 47 minutes long. But it just goes into a sunrise, and I just kind of was like,
Oh, you know what? We got off tangent because you were just finishing up the part you were talking about where she shoots him in the head. I did not like that part.
yeah, you said that.
Did I
Why?
say that? No, I said that. The other
When
part.
she said, "Not in my movie."
Oh yeah.
Not in my movie, you don't.
I hated that. I just thought it was like too on the nose. Like it's just
Too cheesy. Cheese
too
fest.
obvious. Yeah.
Cheese ball 96.
Yeah, of course she wants to fucking shoot this dude in the head. Like obviously, but he's been like.
But you just had sex with him 22 minutes ago.
yeah, you might be carrying his child already. You don't even know.
It's a lot.
I mean, I don't.
I wish they would have showed like 9 months later and the baby comes out and he's wearing a little scream mask. Little ghost face.
Did you look on the when they were holding the package for it? What it said the name of the mask was? Did you look by any chance?
Yeah, I forgot what it said though.
Yeah, I saw it too. I noticed it and I meant to remember it, but I forgot.
I can't remember. It was not
Something death.
Yeah.
It's not anything to do with a ghost.
Mr.
No.
Death or some shit like that.
something like
Dr.
that.
Death or-
Doctor Death or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they say we can't figure out where he bought it from, it's one of the hottest selling masks.
Every 5 and dime.
Yeah, it really was. After that
was
movie,
it? After?
after that movie, that motherfucker. You know, some of the original when they came out back in 96, 97, everybody was fucking Ghostface.
Mm-hmm.
Those fucking masks, if you have the original package that it came in, are worth so much money. I saw some worth like $600-700.
Like,
And it's just a cheesy plastic mask thrown in a bag.
isn't it so cool that that's the power of movies?
Yeah.
That only
It is cool.
exists. That situation exists only because that movie exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. That's why I collect toys and shit. I love my
cool.
collection. People always ask me, why do you buy so much shit? I'm like, well, when I'm dead, all this shit's going to be lyrics.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
all,
pass it down.
it's all going to be lyric shit. She's going to have so much shit.
Yeah.
When my mom dies, the dumpster's gonna have so much shit.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna get I'm gonna rent one of those little tiny bulldozers, just drive through the house and push it into a dumpster.
Man, when your mom dies, you're going to have a huge collection of
Holy
dildos.
fuck. You don't even know. She probably got rid of those 40 years ago.
Oh my
Even the all wood ones?
Yeah. That's at your house.
Yeah.
And I wish I was joking.
I know he likes his oddities.
Antiquities.
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 God damn it,
Dude,
Taylor.
that's
You got
gonna-
some jokes.
If that is not a Instagram, I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna post pictures of old dildos.
Antiquities. Holy fuck.
I bet that, and then at
We're
the
in the
last
wrong
minute,
business.
yeah. Once there's 10 million followers, I'll switch it over to Sinister Cinema account, and they'll be like, "What?
What?
You
When
tricked
did I
me.
start following this whore?"
What happened?
I think that's about it for this movie. I don't
Yeah.
have anything else to say about it, really. But I do want to talk about the Cabinets of Curiosity.
I haven't seen them.
I know. That's why I want to talk about it.
Nope. Can't do it.
Oh,
Taylor hasn't seen them.
God. How did you not see
What was your what we got to do? Favorite parts of the Scream. Favorites and worst
Oh, yeah.
parts.
What was your favorite part and what was the worst part?
What was my favorite part? Probably that. If I'm being honest, that scene where like Skeeter's like or Skeet or whatever is like licking the blood off, where it's like he kind of has that full shift
Yeah.
in his personality.
Yeah, because you can just tell. It's
For
just,
God's
boom.
sakes, Taylor, you were 5. When he's all sucking on his fingers.
Yeah. Well,
Saying.
when I watched it this time, I was 30. So
Oh, okay.
only-
Sorry.
Yeah, it was an age appropriate reaction. Okay.
When you were 5, you were like, I want some cereal.
I have a list.
I'm going to assume you had a list. Part you hated?
The part where she shot him in the head. Didn't love that. And then what was the part I was complaining about earlier? That one too.
The part where she shoots him in the head and says, "It's just been revoked." You know where that's from?
Your license has been revoked.
From Family Guy.
RoboCop.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It's from Lethal Weapon. But Peter says that every time something happens, he'll shoot somebody and he goes, "It's just been revoked." And they're like, "Peter, you can't, that doesn't make any sense. You can't use that in this scene." What other part were you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. What other part did I not like? I don't know.
Anything with Dewey in it.
Anything with yeah, it's just him.
Really? Fuck, I
it's
love
like-
Dewey.
Yeah, no, I was just like, it was just like, if it was I just turn down a little bit.
Yeah,
You know what
he's
I mean?
so dumb. I mean, he's
Like-
dumb enough that whenever they made Scary Movie, they made him an actual, like,
Doofus, right?
special
That's his-
person.
You know
Yeah.
why they named Scary Movie that? Because that's what this was supposed to be called.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
that
wasn't
was
supposed
the
to be called
working title.
Scream. It was supposed to be called Scary Movie. But they took it over and they made Scary Movie. I thought the first one, they're the ones that invented the fucking slapstick.
Mhm.
I fucking laughed my ass off when I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
The Take My Strong Hand and shit. Holy fuck.
What about the redo? I think it was the third one when they did like a big play on the ring with Samara.
I didn't see, I only saw the first one.
Oh man, it's really good.
Maybe the second one when the parrot, or is it the first one? The parrot's
Yeah,
talking
I've
shit.
only seen the first two.
Really? I think I've seen like
When-
some of the later
When the
ones.
parrot's talking shit and one of the Wayans brothers like, "What'd you say, son?" And he starts yelling at the parrot. That shit is so funny. But yeah, other than that, I won't watch. Then they just went crazy, dude. Like Meet the Spartans and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know a certain kind of person that watches that shit. You don't want to be friends with them. Like my cousin, she would be like, "We're about to go see Meet the Spartans fucking 3." And I'm like, "Jesus Christ, you're that motherfucker."
I thought that Don't Be a Menace to Society while drinking your juice.
They're the ones. The Damon brothers fucking killed it on those.
Oh, they're the same people that made both of
Yes.
those. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But after the white folk took it over, they ruined it. It wasn't funny. It's
Don't
not
Be a Menace to South Central. That's what it was.
while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get you, sucker. That was
Oh, dude.
original. Did you see that one? Oh my god, that's the
But
OG.
that was just funny, though. That wasn't actually making fun of other movies.
Oh man, I'm gonna get you, sucker. It's fucking great.
It's the Black Airplane,
Black airplane. I don't know what that means.
but not Soul Plane.
It's gonna come out right now. Boo! Technical difficulties.
You know the movie Airplane with Leslie Nielsen? Naked Gun?
Oh yeah. Have
It
you ever
was,
seen
like,
a grown
totally
man
along.
naked?
Billy?
Doug, your favorite parts and not favorite parts?
I really liked just how many red herrings there were. I really liked how they were like just everything. Like, oh shit, it's Henry Winkler. Oh shit, it's the sheriff. Oh shit, it's Billy. Oh shit, it's Stu. Like you're just like,
Oh shit,
what
it's
the
Randy.
fuck?
Even
Yeah.
you think it's Randy because he
Yeah,
knows everything about
for like
it.
1 second, you're like, what if it's Randy? Yeah, it's
I
Sydney's
thought
dad.
it was Sydney's dad. Like when I first saw it.
And I really liked how they did that because I thought they did it in a smart enough way where it's like, yeah, if you rewatch it, you can kind of see some clues, but when you're first watching it, you were really like, what the fuck? And I like how that made me feel the first time I watched it. The parts I don't like, I kind of agree with Taylor with that. I do like Dewey's character, and he definitely gets better in the next two movies. But I thought in this one, it's like, dude, first of all, Courtney Cox is pretty hot. Like, she's a pretty hot reporter lady.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's not ugly.
I think she's hot.
Yeah. And, like, she's gonna, like, start liking this doofus motherfucker. Like, no, he seems like he's half special.
Well, he did fall on her.
Manipulating him.
He did fall on her, and she was probably like,
Oh, I felt that.
holy fuck, Dewey, your fucking cucumber in your pocket just stabbed me.
Yeah, she's
And
like,
he's all like, that's not my cucumber.
yeah, dude, that's not exactly how he was in Scary Movie. And it's like really, I mean, it's like offensive bad.
I liked him. My favorite part, like I said, was the party.
Too, but
I love the party. That whole scene, that whole 42 minutes is great because they're talking about what happens in a horror movie.
How many minutes was it?
42 minutes.
Okay.
Just making sure. 42 minutes. The part I didn't like is the fucking houses.
Wait, how long was that?
42 minutes.
42, okay.
The houses, like, come on, man. Like, that's ridiculous. I mean, that's just me, though.
They're just affluent white folk.
I like Dewey. It's just been revoked. I like that scene at the end. I like the whole movie overall, but the houses were just too much.
Gorgeous.
What are you talking? You've never been. You look up historic. D
I'm sorry if I grew up poor in a trailer, Doug.
I'm just saying, look up historic. D
You know what even
Street,
sucks even more? My tires were flat on the trailer. Like we couldn't even leave. We couldn't leave.
You
Doug.
had tires. Our shit was on cinder blocks, and you think I'm kidding? I remember whenever they came and took the
Did you
wheels
have
off.
fucking trailer skirting, or could you see
No,
underneath?
you could
it?
see underneath it. The dog would always be under there.
Okay, you win.
Did you guys have skirting?
Yes.
That's even worse because when the dog gets under there, you can't get him out.
He fucking dies.
Yeah, you're like, God damn it, is he going under there to die? I did have a wooden porch though with a
Okay, that's good.
What the fuck is that?
roof. A wooden porch with a roof.
Awning.
So when you open the door, you're not like trying to get down those metal steps and rain.
I'm sorry, Taylor. If you own a trailer, there's nothing on that bitch called an awning.
Wait, have you seen them lately? They're pretty
Yeah.
cute.
They have like 2-story fucking trailers, double,
Dude,
triple wide.
Some crazy shit.
The house I grew up in was so fucking bad. I grew up fucking poor. I grew up bad. And one time we went to go look at trailers because my parents were thinking about buying a trailer and putting it on a piece of land or whatever.
Oh, dude, that was my dream when I was like a teenager.
Going into the trailer and being like,
Shit, that's
this
my dream
is
now.
so much fucking nicer than the house I live in. I would like, how fast can we get this? And we never got it.
Oh yeah, I used to go to the
in my
KB
little tiny house.
when I was like a teenager. I used to go to KB Homes, the prefab home lot, and they have all those things. Now they call them tiny homes, but like back then they were just like, you know, prefab homes.
Doug's all, Daddy, are we going to have running water?
I would walk in and I'd be like, I could buy this with no walls, you know, like get it with like none of the inside finish, but I could buy it and put it on a little piece of land and I could just I could live in it while I'm slowly. Can you imagine me in fucking August in a house in Texas with no insulation? It would just be like a little sweat box. I'd die.
Ew.
But when I was like 16, 17 working at Pizza Hut, I was like, I'm buying one of these.
Good idea.
Hell yeah. It wasn't as hot back then.
I know. And no, it was. It was fucking hot.
I don't remember it like that. No, that's not true. I don't know if it's fair because I didn't have AC in my car until I was like 19.
Yeah, me neither. I had a Volkswagen Bug.
Really?
And they don't have AC.
Yeah. No, I had like shitty Hondas and stuff, but yeah, they never DC.
Yeah, so I think that's it. But before we leave, Taylor, tell us about you. Like, where you at? What are you doing? Throw some stuff out there.
You put me on the spot here.
Like, what are you up to? Where do you work?
Anything you want to pitch?
Yeah.
I'm an esthetician, so I do
You do makeshift surgeries in the basement?
it's facials. Skincare, waxing, stuff like that. Permanent cosmetics, so microblading, freckles. A lot of people are getting freckles right now.
I have freckles.
You have freckles?
I do have freckles.
Wait, people get freckles?
Mm-hmm. That's usually the reaction.
Well, it's weird because when I was growing up, everybody was trying to cover up their freckles with base and
Oh yeah,
fucking...
everyone says that. Like everyone that's like, they're just like, these girls are getting freckles. I hate my freckles. I'm trying to lighten my freckles. Yeah,
Who?
the whole thing.
You?
No, that's what people say.
Oh.
That's what people say. Yeah, whenever I show them that I do that, and yeah. So I work at Salon 720, and I have my own studio in there, and I under the name Ultraviolet Aesthetics, and yeah, it's my own little business, and you can find me on Instagram, Ultraviolet Aesthetics, ESTH. You can book on there and all that sorts of stuff like that.
Oh, you have Instagram booking?
You can message me.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, what else do people normally say when they talk about themselves?
No,
Nothing.
that's it.
Nothing.
We don't know.
I'm a Libra.
Talk about
I like
themselves.
long walks on the beaches.
Yeah. I don't actually enjoy the beach at all. Do you like the beach?
Fuck no, man. You get fucking
Sand.
sands all up in your fucking butthole for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, no, it's not a good time. I don't.
You smell like fucking a shrimp's ass.
Yeah.
It's gross.
See, the beaches here aren't like the beaches in California.
That's what I always hear.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't imagine
Like,
liking the beach.
one here, you got like 4,000 like dudes with flags all over their trucks
Yeah.
playing music like...
Make America great again.
Oh, I was going to say Tejano music last time I was there.
So most of them have Make America great again.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
in this town, yeah.
And they're like every 10 feet there's a giant truck just blaring fucking music.
It's not
In
fun
California, you
anymore,
can't
like-
drive onto the beach.
Go, like, I want to go to the beach and fucking relax and just look at the
Yeah,
waves.
you can't really
not
do that
listen
here.
to fucking.
If you go
Conjunto music.
if you go to the state parks down there, and there's one of them that's a little island, if you go to that, there's nothing on it. So you got to take everything with you. The boat takes you out in the morning, and you can come back at night.
I've been going to the
And that
river a
one's
lot lately.
The river's nicer than the
Yeah.
Man,
the
you're
ocean
the
here.
pictures you fucking share. I'm like, fuck, that looks so nice.
It-
Which river have you been going to?
So it's I want to say it's the is it
Guadalupe?
Medina.
Oh.
It's in Castroville. So whatever runs through Castroville.
Yeah, I
it's
saw your
Medina.
pictures. I was like,
No, it's like
I want to go there.
Yeah, I remember I messaged you. I was like, Doug wants to know where
it
you're
looks
at.
like fucking what is it? Christopher Robbins. That's what my friend always calls it. The forest.
Yeah.
It's so cool, and it's so quiet, and we just like me and some of my girlfriends will just like we'll just get like super high, and we'll just like sit in the water, and the sun will set, and it's just the most relaxing thing. It's so
I
cool.
want to go there.
Yeah,
I want to go fish.
What's the park?
Castroville.
Regional or
Yeah.
something? Okay.
Yeah. No,
Cool.
you gotta go. It's super cool. It's the last time I went, it was pretty low, but next summer, it's gonna be awesome.
Cool.
So upcoming.
Yeah, we've got
Holy fuck, 3 more days.
only 3 more days and we get to sleep again.
Fuck. We've been doing 31 days every day.
It's my birthday.
I know.
Today is?
No, on the
Oh,
31st,
okay.
on
I was
Halloween.
like,
What are you going to do for your birthday?
It'll be 31.
That's fucking nuts.
31 on the
On
31st.
31.
Mhm.
That's the only time that's ever going to happen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm going to have to get to HEB and make you a cake.
Get to
I don't know,
HEB.
what kind do you want?
I love a good yellow cake with a chocolate frosting.
Simple. I like that.
Or like a spice cake, some sort of.
I want a red velvet, but traditional with like the baking soda.
It's not your
and
fucking
all
birthday,
that,
Doug.
And the soda water.
Oh, darn. Next time. I like it. I like pecans. Maybe put some pecans in there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's not getting
Yeah, Mr. Monkey turned 23 on the 23rd episode.
Oh, cute.
It was also weird that the 23rd and the 23rd episode were on the same time.
Holy fuck.
That is pretty cool.
It's not, because we started on the 1st, so every episode is the same. It's
The day. Nothing surprising about it at all.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I cannot wait till this month is over.
Wow.
That's what I meant to ask. I meant
No.
to
You just
like, how
don't
y'all
wanna
were
hang out with
maybe-
me?
No. It's not that. It's
How
just
y'all
I've been wanting to go to the movies and I can't.
Yeah,
we
it's
have to
crazy.
stream.
Mhm.
It's like,
And you go on Thursdays? We're going on Thursdays now.
I can't. I keep asking you, hey, did you see this? And you keep telling me no, and that's why.
Yeah, because I
Because
fucking
before
have no
October,
life.
The answer was yes.
yeah, it's crazy.
And
Because
I can get us tickets and shit. You know.
the problem is,
anything.
I still need to watch Rec 2 and Halloween Ends. I mean,
yeah,
I've
but that's
seen,
only 2. We've fucking seen every
I
movie this
know,
month.
but
every
what-
movie. We've
what I
seen
was trying to
30,
do was
30,
start to watch them all
20.
before October started, but I wasn't able to, so.
Just too fucking busy.
Yeah. Because I'm still working full time, too, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yellow cake, chocolate frosting pecans.
candied.
Candy pecans.
I don't know if that's true. I just said that, so don't listen to me.
I'm not mad at the idea. I'm fine with it if it's an option.
So yeah, tomorrow's record 2. The 30th, 30 days a night.
30 Days a Night is what you're talking about tomorrow?
The 30th.
30,
Are you gonna have any,
30, 30.
Are you going to have any special guests or anything?
Nope.
Nope.
Um,
Nothing for either one of these.
Why are you coming on?
I'm really excited that I got to do Scream because I'd never seen it before. However, I am a slut for vampire movies, so I'm really bummed I didn't get to do a vampire movie for sure. Next
You're
time.
going to see that Relic band tomorrow, right? The old school band. What's it called? The mice.
You're so fucking stupid. The Misfits.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's what they're called, right?
Yes.
Some kind of old band,
Yes.
old punk band.
I'm going to see the Misfits tomorrow.
They're an old metal band.
Oh, I didn't know they were metal. I thought they were like.
They're like
Folk
metal.
punk?
They're like
Rock and
metal punk rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Dallas.
They're playing in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the original lineup?
Yep. Alice Cooper's playing too, and Fear.
I would just go to see Fear.
I saw
Fuck all
Fear.
I have
Everybody
a
else.
friend selling tickets if you want to go.
I've still got a
I have to
picture.
work.
I've got a picture of Lee Ving from like right in front of the stage like this.
That's cool.
That's back whenever people used real photos.
Okay, like
Real,
a,
yeah. I had a real camera and I was
Really?
like, wow, it actually came out. Like,
Yeah, I have like Warped Tour photos like
yeah,
Fear played at Paper, right? Recently?
I don't know.
I think I worked it. I was like, that dude's
I don't.
old.
Yeah,
He's so old.
Oh, yeah.
Pobrecito.
he was old when I saw him when I was a teenager. So
that. Don't you ever just like you remember them being old and then now like you're much older?
yeah,
You're like,
it's crazy.
how much
They were probably.
older can you get?
Yeah, I know. Like,
It's like when Suicidal played at Paper Tiger and Lyric saw Suicidal Tendencies when she was like 7 at White Rabbit.
After the White Rabbit. Mm-hmm.
And then she loves Suicidal now. And she was like 17, 18 and they played and she was working. And I told Jarvis, hey, Lyric's going to clock out. She wants to see Suicidal. I'm going to watch the door. And I really wanted to see Suicidal, but I was like, Lyric wants to see him.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched the door. And afterwards, we met Mike Muir. And I was like, hey, dude, this is my daughter, Lyric. Like, she saw you guys when she was 7.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's seeing you now. And he was like, oh, man, Lyric? Oh, that is an amazing name, man. If I ever have kids, I would name my kid Lyric.
like, bro, you're too old to have grandkids.
Don't do that.
Don't be having kids right now.
Don't make children.
But yeah, it was cool. Lyric was like, oh my
They're gonna
God,
come out like Dewey.
Mike Muir liked my name. I'm like, calm down, Lyric.
You're mean. You're too mean to her. She's beautiful.
I'm not mean to her. It's tough love, man. Look at her. She's kicking ass.
And then what? The 31st, we got Halloween Ends, and it's over.
I'm so bummed that that's how y'all are ending that, but it makes sense.
We didn't know. We came up with this schedule months ago. We didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So next year, we're not going to do every day, but we want
like
to
this
try.
was so sustainable.
No.
We're going to try to finish the 31st by streaming live at the Draft House.
Ooh.
But I need to start working on that.
We got to get our audience much bigger than this.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, we're getting
could.
a lot of views, but we need a lot more. Like we're not necessarily live, but we're getting a lot, after the fact uploads. We need about 10,000 people to be watching us.
That's it?
Oh, that's it. I don't know.
But yeah, so I think that's it. Thanks,
Yeah.
Taylor, for joining us.
Yeah,
It was
thank you so much.
It was
Thanks
fun.
for having me.
I haven't laughed
Yeah.
this hard in a while.
I can't wait to come back again. And again.
So until tomorrow, record 2. Thanks for tuning in and tune in and talk shit.